can't type when I talk. It's not possible. Use the same part of my brain. And that's a scientific fact. Anyway, may as well throw up some shout-outs here, because there are a lot of people who don't... I'm going to give some proper shout-outs as we head into our first series, which is what you said. The first group is Kelzer, Jon Snow, and Neeb. And we're going to be heading to Kelzer and Jon Snow first? Is that what you said?
Yeah, we're going into Kelzer, Jon Snow right now. Just waiting for you, actually, to join the lobby.
oh, geez.
That's what we're waiting for.
Alright, then, that's my bad. Okay, I'm just...
That would be the person that we're waiting on.
Be this guy.
I got two of me in here.
On you right now.
And a you.
Alright, anyway, I'm going to go down up the list, rather. I think this is chronological. So, Filthy Rake, of course, threw in $100. He's, $1,000. He's the one who put this event together. So, you guys can follow him on Twitter as well. He's a co-owner of Psystorm Gaming. He helped create the Filthy NA Cup, which we just casted the global edition of. We just came off that. Follow him on Twitter. Show him some love. At Damon Knight. That's at DAMEN Knight, as in Knights at the Round Table. So, at Damon Knight. Show him some love. Some big support. The guy's all-around boss. I mean, the passion runs deep in that guy for StarCraft 2, and he shows that in action, and he puts that action out there immediately. So these players were DQ'd, right? It's a bit of a kerfuffle, and then he swoops in. He's like, you know what? Here's 1,000 schmeebs, and let's put on an event. And then other people were like, you know what? I like the cut of your jib, and then they came in and started throwing money at it too. We had Carl Fishy with a $500 donation to the Match Arena for the prize pool of this event. Then we had Abusey with $20. I like Histon, I always get that name wrong, with a 10 sheet. Bradford Oddfellow with $4, and then another $1 on top of that. Then we had me, SCYN. That's an interesting word. I don't know how that'd be pronounced, but it's MESCYN. Also put down $1,000 element. $1,000, matching the original set down by Filthy Rake himself. That's incredible stuff. From maybe it's Messine, if it's pronounced as one word. I butcher names. It's like my trademark. But man, thank you so much. $1,000 for these players. That goes such a long way. Like, it supports their dreams, and we're living our dreams through them. You know, in a way, it's like seeing them live the life and try their hand in StarCraft, the greatest esport this world has ever seen, and probably will ever see until StarCraft 3. And this is and showing them that support, their continuation. We get endless entertainment from it too, and it's all because of support like that. So big shout out to again me Sin, could be that too. I've heard it always because I said it always already. Then we had Essie Twofool, who's the meme master, with a $50 donation. He says a fool's got to do what a fool's got to do. And Droptimus Prime did $5. This is passion. Heck yeah. And then Hello Zergling with a 10 sheet and said, oh, what an awesome community. Heart. Well, that's exactly right, Hello Zergling. Then SE2 POVs used $50. GLHF was his message. And then Baldrov with a $100 donation. Lip75 with a $100 donation himself. He says, blame Bob. And then Shushanai comes in with a 5 sheet and says, blame Bob. And that's caught up on the donations to get us to the current prize pool, which is sitting currently at $2,855 for the I Got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational. And we're already in the game, guys. Game number 1, all best of 3s today, as it is round robin style. In this group is Kelzer, Jon Snow, and Neeb, kicking it off with Kelzer versus Jon Snow. Right.
Okay, just making sure we're on the right server. I think we are. Or, not, well, I guess right sub-server, really. Region. Bobby, we're ready to go here. Lots of tweets coming in. Anybody wants to tweet? Hashtag FilthyDQ. It's happening. It's too cool. This power, we're handing it out. I'm letting it automate. But if I see something come up that shouldn't be there...
you automated it? Oh, no.
That gives people incentive to tweet.
Destruction.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're going to jump in here, Bobby. Of course, as we jump in, we're going to see a couple disqualifications upon the way, and have a couple laughs at other people's disqualification expense. Here we go. Getting game number 1 here.
New tonight, the family of an 8-year-old Omaha girl is angry after she and her team were disqualified from a girls' soccer tournament earlier today. Tournament officials thought she was a boy.
Disqualified.
sweet. I got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational shirts too. You guys could pick one of those up. Looks pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
It's like an experience right there.
Now. See experience points?
This is great. I don't know what you're talking about, Element. Alright, let's do some introductions here, Element.
Take away the talk,
Hope you got the buttons ready.
Take them away.
To the south,
I got 'em.
east side of the map, we have the red Zerg player representing Storm Gaming. It is Jon Snow.
Oh wow.
This Reaper, though, putting in work. It's not no ordinary Reaper. It's a Keller Reaper Element because to the north, west side of the map, we have the blue Terran player representing Root Gaming. It's Kellezer.
Oh yeah. It's Keller God to you, by the way. Show some respects. How dare you? Don't you know he plays the Terran race? As a non-Korean born person? That's just twice the struggle, apparently. That's what I've been told. But,
Wow.
no, it is true, like, you know, Zerg, I'd have to say, in you know, apart from some standouts, like Neeb and Huck, seems to be the strongest one. Anyways, this Reaper pulling the Lings back to the Hellion. Oh, yes.
Oh, it's just bait.
They've arrived. Yeah, poor two Ling bros. Upgrade we got coming in here. Interesting. Just putting a little bit of hurt on, not a whole lot. Some Lings are rushing across the map here. Two more Hellions coming across as well. 4 Hellions and a Reaper. These Queens actually a little far up.
Yeah.
Little Reaper dance might
that's
be
a
able
pretty
to help out
risky
there.
play. Yeah, they
This
might have
wall,
been able
though,
to
Bob,
maybe
or lack
snipe a
of.
queen, perhaps.
Oh, you get to actually get the
Oh, no.
CC cancels
Oh,
right here.
CC. Oh, forced to cancel it. At
Under
least he
minis
canceled
right
it.
there. Go on the workers, my good sir. Okay. Everyone's going back home, by the way, too.
Look at this guy. It's all safe now, Element. Landed Viking in for the job.
Bob,
Gonna
we
buy
got high
some time,
capacity
2
fuel
workers down.
tanks. Don't you worry about the
Alright.
fuel. It's not running out with these tanks. These tanks back there backing it up, keeping it on in. What that does, you'll have to tell me, Bobby. I know you play a lot of Terran. Anyways, this Overlord gonna get shot to the face. It's too late.
Oh,
Unfortunately, though, he doesn't see any of these Lings crossing here. And that is a
That's a
huge
lot.
number. Can you get the wall up in time? Oh,
he does.
Well, I mean,
but that's
in time
matter.
with quotation marks, because time is what he's buying right now. But how
relative,
much?
apparently.
Not too sure. My God, one more little. Oh, he's gonna let this cancel. Or not even
killed.
cancel too. Complete death. Now there's an unload of Hellions in the main right now. On the other side, of course, those guys will get to the roast. And a couple of Banes morphing in, but they're not even necessary. Gonna have to break through that wall at some time, I suppose. So I want to get 2 more and get on up there. The Hellions on the other side roasting a couple drones. Getting 8 so far. In fact, they're lining them up now. Let's just check out over here really quickly. This Bane.
well, he's not going to be able to equal that
probably break
of
through.
what he's lost. He's going to get
Yeah.
some. Well, maybe you can.
Probably lift his
micro
CC.
with the warp.
Oh no!
Yeah.
My God. Well, does he have enough time to get that over there to heal? That's the question. Let's see here. Yeah, he should. Although a couple Banes morphing in might change things. These guys got to get to work on the healing. Oh, don't leave! Don't leave! Where are they going? Okay, one guy gets into heal. CC tries to land, but he's underneath. A little bit of work being done there. More Lings coming in.
I mean, thing is, Jon Snow
Jon
can just
Snow's
crack
found
this.
the
Looks like
answer.
he's going to try to.
Yeah.
He's going to try to do so. He's more Lings spreading across the map. He's going to actually getting some more Banelings as well. And nothing else in production. Okay, some more Overlords. So he just wants to build more units. It looks like behind this, and there's a paltry army available on the field here for Kellezer, half that of Jon Snow, and it's going to be very susceptible to these Speedlings and Banes once they bust up the front. And despite the nice counter-economic damage that Kellezer did get with that drop with the Hellions, it wasn't equal to what Jon Snow managed to get worker-wise in his attack, plus the buildings that died that weren't cancelled, many of them, and valuable ones at that. Well, one was cancelled, but the rest weren't. So now the Lings are trying to get in, but they're actually lined up now, getting a pretty good defense there. Is Kellezer going to the trap? Was Jon Snow a little bit ahead of himself here with no Baneling support, and it is only slow Banelings yet. So he's droning up behind this, going to saturate that third base. Help facilitate that crease spread as well, connecting all bases soon enough. The natural and the third are not yet connected, but should be in short order. Now, Centrifugal Hooks, the very valuable upgrade here for the Banelings, is on the way for Jon Snow. which will definitely help him in the next stage of the game. But I'm liking his position as Zerg players on 3 bases. He knows he's not going to be attacked significantly anytime soon. He has a decent map vision as well. We can see his overlord, just overlord placements pretty respectable. Plus, getting all watchtowers. He has his lings in good placements as well, covering at least his half of the map. So if any drops comes in, as long as he's paying attention to his minimap, he should be more than informed. Trying to counter a little bit of this is Kelzer by resecuring these watchtowers himself. Gives a little bit of opening for this drop. That's going to be a little bit of a warning bell here for Jon Snow. No Terran, especially one like Kelzer, just sits back in their laurels and just lets it happen. Unless they're a mech player and they want to do that. But Kelzer's no such kind of player. And so this is not going to be some sneaky drop. It's just a clear of some creep sort of attack here. But this is going to force a reaction from Jon Snow. He's right in position himself here to test this. Those Banelings will all get focused down so fast. He can even shave off some of these lings. Despite the surround, it doesn't even matter. They do not do enough damage to kill enough Marines to matter. So good, effective engagement here for Kelzer to find a way back into this game. And that's exactly one way to do it. That being said, Jon Snow's not sitting back either. He's producing more units behind this, getting his upgrades. In fact, his +1 armor and +1 melee attack are about to finish. So the utility of his ground forces is going to be extraordinary coming up soon here. Don't want to overstay his welcome, does Kelzer, but he definitely wants to keep this creep spread back as long as possible to keep a little bit of fear on Jon Snow. Perhaps even pull him back should an attack arise. And now it looks like another double drop is in the works for Kelzer. What are these lings up to? Just keeping an eye on potential third bases. I like this too. Just making sure his lings are everywhere. Jon Snow, man, I'm liking. He's stepped up his game. There's no doubt about that. And we've seen that development, I think, over this last maybe 6 months or so, because he disappeared for a while. It felt like. And then he's been coming back with a vengeance and able to stand and bang against a player like Kelzer at this level. And the way he's covering all his bases is immaculate. Now these Banelings are trying to bust in, sort of. They do think better of it. One of them does get a hit. In the meantime, there's that big push on the front, clearing up more of this creep spread on towards, well, between the 3rd and 4th base of Jon Snow, repositioning his army with the Ling Hydra Bane composition that we've seen so many times in the recent months, and actually getting great hits. No splits coming down the Marines. GD is called. Jon Snow takes the game. Wow. All right.
It elevated or escalated quickly. I mean, he had to get something done with those 4 bases. Nice spread. The tech was getting there for Zerg too, and took a couple of Banes. Took a couple too many Banes to the face. Guess is what I mean to say here. Couldn't get her all the way down there.
I mean, even a Bane to the face, that's the acid. Oh man, that's terrible. Doesn't even need to the back of the face to be fatal element. That's how crazy that stuff is. But we'll be heading to game number 2. This is the best of 3. I got all best of 3s. These are just round robin. Kelzer, Jon Snow, and Neeb in group 1. Group 2 will be Puck, Scarlet, and Special. Man, all these players have been playing really well, and maybe at the best they've been, and then they're continuing on that role. So I don't know who's the favorite. Like, I don't know. Normally I'd say Neeb. I actually, in this group, maybe, but to win this event, not with Scarlet and Special here, because those Special, come on, those players are just too good. Like, you got Special, who is a top BlizzCon player element. Come on. Did Neeb make it that far? No, Neeb did not. Special did, though. And then you have Scarlet, who actually beat Neeb multiple times in just the last week or 2. So it's a tough one. And then you have I think you could call them wild cards, like Puck. You never know what he brings to the table. He's always so good. Really strong, great Warp Prism play. I would call him a standard Protoss player, but he's always, because of his aggression, he's able to open into macro games that are pretty standard in composition, and that's how he will win his games. But I think he's really known for his control and his timing attacks. Now, then you have Kelzer, who we are big fans of here for a very long time, pretty much since the very beginning. We've always had a special place in our hearts for, pretty much a special place in our hearts for Kelzer. I can't explain why exactly. We love the guy. Super cool dude, like just awesome, and a great player. And he always brings it when he's in events that we're casting. So. And then Jon Snow, he's been there since the beginning too, as I mentioned earlier on. I can't. It's like I can't pick a favorite because I love every single one of these players. So, dang. And maybe that's the way it should be, you know. But the thing is, it's like I want to have give somebody an edge, and I really
want to
can't.
get a favorite.
Not for that reason. I just want to say, like, who do I think has an edge? You know, it helps create narratives, right? I don't know. I actually put a lot of them on for different reasons on even footing, and that's why I
save your edge for itself for later. Time to get into this next one here.
Positioning is Hydra Bane. We go, element to the south. What?
Disqualified.
All right, Bobby. Gonna take these intros now that the actual intros have gone through.
What?
To the bottom left corner. It is Kelzer, of course.
Oh, this happens when you don't say anything.
No, I can't tell you. You just gotta know. In the top right, we've got the red
press button.
Zerg player, Bobby. Be down over there, do intros. It is Jon Snow.
Hitting that button.
Boy Snow. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a little
doing like something weird for their intros. But why is it beforehand? What's before it? I know there's the versus screens. So is that?
I've got a video of somebody doing something that shouldn't get them disqualified for pretty much every intro beforehand.
Well, see, you don't.
Yeah.
It'd be really nice with the smoothest of things to tell me. Oh, standard.
You just pick it up.
I can't. I'm not a psychic.
No game sense.
Anyway,
it's bad.
This is classic.
But you're not.
That's hashtag
okay.
element.
Anyways, what's going on in here? Pushing back the Marines on the bottom tier 2 as well, because he went to the reactor early here. Well, not early, but you know, he's got it out there, so he doesn't have 3-4 Marines. And Eastling's gonna maybe get that one worker. Yeah, gets the worker, delays a bit. Not too big of an issue. The Marines do push it back eventually. Hellions gonna come out here, I believe. Do a tech lab on this barracks too, so maybe we see a starport behind it. Let's see here really quick. Have to pull some workers off there for a second, so maybe he's got plans. And on Jon Snow's side, some link speed here, pulling out the gas. Single guy there, gonna get that layer eventually.
Yeah, something I'd like to point out as well is in regards to Kelzer's style, and we saw that reflected in game number 1. And I've mentioned this for quite a long time, is that he, well, aggressive as he is, and he's generally a bile player, rarely plays mech. And a couple times we saw him go mech, he lost, but he definitely likes his drops, but he's more direct. He's not like Major, who throws the kitchen sink as an opponent. You guys will see that later today too. Guarantee you, Major's just gonna throw the kitchen sink at fucking Scarlet. That's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And by that I mean everything. He's going to start with like some Hellions poking at your third. Then he's gonna be dropping or pressuring your creep, let's say at your natural. And then he's going to have a Liberator in your main. And then it's gonna be Hellbats at your third again. But I mean, instead of Hellions, it's gonna be Hellbats now. And it's like, and then a Banshee. And it's like all the things. He's nothing at home, but he's like poking you until you're dead. Oh, it's amazing stuff. And he's transitioning too. Like you'll eventually have like good economy and he'll be way ahead of you. That's all. I mean, you guys know this. I mean, I remember watching BlizzCon. The casters are so amazed with what he's doing all the time, everywhere. It's like, oh, yeah, we've seen this like every week. This is what Major does.
Yeah, this is what he do. Yeah, we saw a lot of that. That's for sure. And yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, you can't really, like, if you try and counterattack,
special,
that's when you get poked in the eye. Yeah, special. So you don't want to counterattack because, again, I'll poke you in the eye if you try it. So you basically got to sit there and take it and hope you don't get poked in the eye anyways. It's a lose-lose situation with special. This wall gonna be, well, it's open, but it's a trap. It's to keep these lings. Well, yeah, it was not a, it's not a run by. It was a run in to a caged cell. Lots of racks here. What do we got? Starport finally coming up. Now gonna get some medevacs after that.
Oh no!
What if he links to the front here, catching some stuff off?
Yeah, they're getting surrounded.
And that wall, that'd be interesting here. Probably could have busted that.
He'll pull back.
Still gonna try, actually.
Well, he is indeed.
Making the Banes.
Alright, so we have 3 Banes in production, but he doesn't really mean it though. I mean, because he is droning up pretty hard behind this too. is Jon Snow. Maybe he just wants to hold the line here, deny third base for as long as possible while he takes semblance of an economic lead. He is ahead in the work count, but could definitely be better. Although it's not too dissimilar from the previous game as far as Jon Snow's setup is concerned. He's going to go for the Hydra Bane eventually. That's just what it is. He already has his Bane speed on the way, centrifugal hooks, of course. Creep spread almost at the halfway point of this map. It's easy to facilitate, of course, on black-pink. So it's no surprise here, but he's been very proactive in doing so.
I'm wondering... We've got... these upgrades seem like they came in a little late for him. I mean... You know, it's obviously 3 bases versus 2 there, but he started the Banes, and he could have started the upgrades before that, and then started with one, and then had enough gas for the other. So I'm wondering if he's just like, oh, I have some extra gas here, might as well make some Banes, and then realized like, oh, I didn't start my upgrades. But yeah, I'll have Bane-link speed, but his upgrades will be a little bit behind. Off creep, that would be something he couldn't take. But speaking of off creep, that's not going to happen very often if his creep's supposed to keep going how it is. That's it's already getting across mid map here, and we're just starting.
I know, and in game 1, Kelzer tried to tame that beast, and then that's what he does, and that's what I was alluding to in my special story. But Kelzer's more of the frontal attack Terran. He will maybe do odd drop, but he's not going to throw the kitchen sink at you with all angles. So he has to clear that creep. And in a way, there's all this creep spread forces Kelzer into that before he gets into the actual meat of the damage, and thus giving Jon Snow that much more breathing room to get to his build, which is, I mean, his Hydralisks are already coming out now, Element. No attack has happened from Kelzer. Kelzer's not punished Jon Snow once yet. And just now, he has this double medevac push out here. He's going to scan down in all likelihood, clear up some of this creep, and then what? Like, he'll just rebuke, he'll be chased away as he's greeted with some Hydra Bane. And, oh my god. Yeah, there it is. He's going to be picked up and run. And that's exactly it.
So
playing out very similar to game number 1.
Just want to talk about this really quick. Like, Kelzer is playing... Like he has to believe that he's like twice the player of Jon Snow here. At least that's what it feels like when I'm trying it out. And when I see it elsewhere, playing this bio against the Bane Hydra is so difficult. Especially if you want to do that 3 games in a row. Especially if you want to do it on creep, this kind of creep. Now we see the layer or the hive come up at the same time as well. Like you know, you try to do your splits, but then the Hydra is still punching you in the face. And you can't really target the Hydras down behind the Ling Bane because then you die to the Banes. It's really difficult. Yeah. It's really, really hard for Terrans to do, and any Terran trying to go bio against this, I feel for you. You need like...
Definitely. It's why we've seen the advent of bio-Terran players actually going with Cyclone Hellion builds in more often, or with Banshee openers into that. So it's something that... maybe Kelzer might have to adopt, or we'll see though. The series is still young, only 1-0 here, and even if Kelzer loses, he's not out.
Army value is looking nice. Jon Snow might be rushing to these hive tech, you know, Vipers and Ultra Cavern on the way a little too early, maybe. This might be the time for Kelzer to push in right now and get some real damage done. That tank took a shot on self. That was actually really nice. Creep Tumor came right beside it, and got some friendly. This is a nice spread here from Jon Snow though. Making a couple more Banes. Just sitting on the edge of creep is Kelzer, slowly pushing it back. And that drop to the top here, this is going to go in, actually. Might even get, let's face the Overlords there for sure. Lings, no Banes just yet. Can he split here with these Banes coming in though? Oh, picks up just in time.
He does pick up.
And on the bottom here, big fight can happen. Actually, wow, Kelzer's taking a huge army. Yeah, huge army supply lead here now. 20 plus up, but the Ultras are on the way. I think now's the time to push in, you know, the Ultras they're in production for a while here. Even when they come out, the Shite is going to be there. 2 Blinding Clouds go down. Couple Banes here and there.
They go down. Will it be enough, though? I think so. At least one of them, the tanks get cleared out. The rest of the Lings do finally get the surround on them. But there's not enough Hydras here to follow this up. Starting to collapse and fall back towards his 4th base here is Jon Snow. Continuing to push forward. The addition of these tanks element, which obviously is critical here. But there is a window of opportunity for Kelzer, and he's actually capitalizing on it. I was a bit worried about him for a minute or two here, obviously, since we knew the Ultralisks were forthcoming. But as you alluded to, a little bit corners were cut by Jon Snow in getting to this Ultralisk tech, where he himself didn't punish Kelzer either. So it does cut both ways. Whereas Kelzer, obviously wanting to be the aggressor, decided to play it patiently without losing anything himself. to continue to crew this
Yeah.
army supply. And now has Jon Snow backed up into a corner here. He's also
Tightness.
trying to push forward. Oh, good blinding clouds. But you know, if he only had
His
fumbles to
Banes.
follow that up with or something.
Hit the one bane.
Oh,
there
there's
he
a
goes.
good
There's
bane
one
hit.
more. Oh, picks it off. Shyness is about to finish here, but Ultra's killed before. Oh my god, that was a bane hit. That was a big one.
That was nice,
GG,
but
that was
enough.
cold.
GG.
Dropping his main at the same time, and he taps out here. Kelzer takes game number 2.
All right. So ties this one up 1-1. Yeah, interesting stuff too. I think it was Jon Snow probably realized what he did wrong there a bit too, because he stopped pressuring. He did what it looked to be. He did a pseudo baneling bust at one point. I don't know if you saw that or not, but he didn't have anything to follow it up with because I missed it too. All I saw was the supply depot was burning up. Yes.
Gotta grab some batteries from my keyboard. Odd thing to say. I'll be right
Okay.
back. Can't
All right,
type
cool.
now very
Then
well.
all right, cool. Wireless keyboard. This guy. What is it? What is he? Oh, anyway. Yeah, we'll be going to Game 3 right away, guys, in short order. Lots of StarCraft ahead of us today. This is the very first series of the day. All best of 3s. Kelzer versus Jon Snow to kick it off. Not sure what the next one will be, but we'll find that out soon. Of course, we have Jon Snow, Kelzer, Neeb in Group 1. Group 2 is Puck, Special, and Scarlet. So the 6 players battling out. Top 4 players then make it, I guess 2 from each group make it into tomorrow's semifinals. And that will be at about the same time. I believe, yeah, same time as today. And we'll be doing that at semifinals and the finals. That'll be pretty dang awesome. Prize pool, guys, nearly $3,000. I mean, can we get to $3,000? I think over the next, today and tomorrow, I think we could do that on Match Arena. We're at $2,855 prize pool. Bonkers. Bonkers! Insane stuff. Supporting these players, that's a big chunk of change for these guys. Shout out to the whole community for rallying around. This is, of course, the I Got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational. These players then had a chance. That thing was all sorted out if you guys follow the social medias and stuff. But the tournament, they still did technically get disqualified. That occurred. And so this event still decided to, they continued on with this. And of course, it was Filthy Rake himself who stepped up first. And he's like, you know what, let's make this happen. Threw down a cool $1,000. And the rest is history, guys. Support, a big support too. And there's massive donations in that list. I'm going to go over some of those a little bit later on too, to give them a proper shout out.
I'm back.
Yeah, we're just in the lobby now, guys. On Neon Violet Square. Just waiting for one of the players.
Oh, 3 batteries.
At the moment.
I'm gonna put 2 fresh ones in. Should work. Oh, it's actually 4. Oh well, 2 should be okay. Okay.
Wow. Wireless keyboard, eh? That's amazing. I mean, the batteries technically... I had a wireless keyboard once. Or was it? Yeah, I did, right? I don't remember now. I think I had a wireless keyboard and mouse many years ago. The batteries did last for a very, very long time. A ridiculous amount. Yeah, it was a old Microsoft mouse and keyboard set. That was just before I switched over, I bought my first Razer keyboard, I think, at the time. The rest is history, but it was interesting stuff. I guess I can't complain. All right, everybody's in the lobby now. We're going to be loading up to this one, the deciding match of this very first series of the day. I'm Bobby Awesome, by the way. With me is Element, as always. A joy to be hanging out with you fine folks today. Watch some awesome StarCraft. Some of my favorite players in the whole entire world, out of all the StarCraft history, are participating in today's event. And just so happens that they're also the top foreigners in the world. Well, at least some of the top foreigners in the world. Yeah, I did. Yeah, if I die from intermittently, I'm not 100% healthy today, so FYI. If I have to,
that percentage,
you'll know. Yeah, anything less than 100% ain't a good percentage when it comes to health, I guess. But who is? But you know what? It's the hype that sustains me, Element. The hype that sustains me is we'll be going. I mean, Jon Snow impressed me in game number 1. Now, game 2, he was also impressing me, but Kelzer, you know what? He's played that style before, and he got maybe caught off guard first time. He himself, was a little bit warming up, one can say. And Jon Snow, and I like what you said, he cut some corners. He went to hive really fast. and that left him pretty vulnerable. And Kelzer managed to seal that deal. And the thing, think of it this way, he did just a handful of tanks. That's all he needed. And they got some pretty good bunny shots on those banelings too. And then the bio was able to clear up the rest. He didn't have mines. You know, there wasn't like anything too fancy beyond just bio tank, marine tank. And that's what came to it. Obviously, things would change. Things would change if it happened a little bit differently. If Kelzer wasn't so decisive in that attack, and he was sat back even longer, allowed those ultralisks with the chitinous plating to finish. And then that's different. Now Kelzer needs to think of transitions. He's like, okay, now I need to build more, either more Marauders, or I need to get Ghosts. You know, now he has to think of something else to deal with these Ultralisks. But he actually killed the Jon Snow well before that became an issue.
Got some nice tweets coming on in here. Couple watching the show right now. Well, I see two fools coming back up there. We have another one, another good one. We're gonna take these intros away, and then I'll let you know, Bobby. Let you know. There's one more. Oh, picks it off. Shyness is about to finish here, but... Oh my god, that was a big...
Disqualified.
Alright, take it away.
Alright, to the southeast side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Kelzer, representing Root Gaming. And to the northwest side of the map, we have the red Zerg player, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is Jon Snow. Alright, now does he go for the same thing? Just realize, okay, maybe I gotta play it a little bit smarter in game 3.
That's not important right now, Bobby.
Or does he...
What's important is there is an overlord, and he is getting chased right down the middle of the map, Bobby. Nothing else matters right now. Can he make it to the high ground? Yes.
He doesn't high ground.
Apparently. Wait, hold on.
Alright.
Wait, is he from the left side? I think you can still see him. He could. If he goes to the left, he can. Yes, you can see him right there. Oh, I don't know. Feel like he had an opportunity there. Messed up this whole opener here, Bobby. And for the rest of the game, he'll be behind because of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. 50 versus 0? I don't do tons of math, Bobby. But that's infinite amounts more damage done here. I know that much.
It is.
Can't divide by 0.
Nope.
So, wow. Infinite will be behind. Can't come back from infinite. That's fine now. Okay, on the other side here, a little bit of block going down. Oh, wow. This is it's a heavy block now. You might as well go for the other base at this point. It's a good 20 seconds. By 20, I mean 12-ish.
9.
Okay. Cancel that. What are you counting over there? Come on now. It'll be a stickler.
No, I don't know. I didn't actually count. I'm just... It's close enough to 9. Anyway.
Okay, so going for this upgrade again. And I have to say, it's probably an upgraded Doom. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was the medevac one, but I was like, why? Unless he's planning to drop some mines after. Kelzer knows what we don't, apparently. Medevacs with 50% longer boost are 50% better at boosting for length.
Yeah, what game was it that, a few months back that somebody got that by accident or something? And like it ended up winning them the game. What was that? It was on Reddit, I think. Oh, man.
We're talking about stuff that doesn't matter, Bob. Pay respects for this Overlord.
It is a sad day, you know. Overlord. Saw so many things. Whole world out there. It's not everything.
Oh god, is it? This one's actually gonna get hunted. Where's that medevac? Oh no. Oh no, please. Oh, it's 4 Hellions in here. Gone to the days of Widow Mines. Killing all the things. Okay, this is a 50% boost just finished up here. So I'll be boosting for days. In game time.
Boost right over Rob's guns here, right into the main base. Gonna be met by some stiff resistance though. I mean, Lings don't fare well against Hellions here, but he does have to drop them one at a time, and those Lings are immediately upon this medevac, so forced to disengage. Although, meanwhile, there was that Queen going to be continuing shelling the medevac, thus limiting the longevity of said attack. So he's going to be coming from a different angle of attack, is Kelzer, but already a Queen here. Where's the Lings, though?
For now, watch this, Bobby. Watch, just wait. Boosting for days. Oh, yes. You like your lings? Elzer does too. Gonna shave some off.
He likes them barbecued. Oh,
Yeah.
well. Now he got one
Ready
ring.
for a boost. Get ready. There
I
he goes.
admire his
yeah.
dedication to this, though. Oh, the jukes.
Well, he still got boost going. The boost will be ended by now. Karen be like, oh man, Zerg will be thank God it doesn't have any boost left. It got dangerous. Uh-oh, where's your boost now?
Does it ever end?
Yeah, where are these links going? I know this Hellion has boost. Okay, so we got Banelings on the way here. That's the 3 Banes again. Jon Snow's favorite number. Good old 3 Banes will get the job done. Most of the time. Well, Hellion, actually, the medevac's just boosting right above the Hellions. That's how it works now. That's how much boost he has. Shaving up a couple more lings here.
Hot pickup on the
I want to check the damage after this. What has Kelzer lost? 3 SCVs and a Marine. I don't know where the SCVs died. One of them died on the putting down that building to block the 3rd, but the other 2, who even knows? 3rd going down for Kelzer at the same time here. This time Jon Snow didn't get delayed on his 1-1. I feel like last time he might have, like I said, I think he missed that. And behind for a while there, shaving some extra lings here and there of the Mariners. Okay, Helen's going in. There's still some boost, remember. Nope. It's a gold pickup. Just getting 1. That's, one's better than none, though. Know that much. Okay, 4th base for Jon Snow. It's wiggling away here. 3/4 done. And, ooh, a macro hatch, too. Okay, now we're talking. Where's an ST when you want him? I feel like Bob might have died, but maybe present. Checking chat, Balberry. You deep in the chat? Wow, Bob might have actually died here. I'm assuming he's deep in the chat.
No, there was a phone call.
Okay. Come on, Bob, you can give me some.
Never get phone calls.
Let me know.
I didn't know
this
what it was,
little
but
skirmish
Sandra
happening here in the main here. Can you pick up that tank? Yes, you can. And boosting away. Wow. That is a little bit of a BM boost there. Stops for a second because he has so much of it. That's something.
There's more to spare.
Never seen that before. Yeah. Just a little juke in midair. What do we got back at home here? Just want to take some stock really quick here. Some shares of this company. 5 racks.
Oh, it's going to boost right on top of these Hydralisk elements. They do take down 1 medevac, but there's still more where that came from. In the main base, Tank's still left alive, but there's so many lings. Will chase away the rest of his force, forcing another pickup. 1 Billy left behind as he screams forlornly across this cliff face here. Body strewn all over the place. That's depressing. All right, now, as you said, what does Kelzer actually have back at home? It's a modest force here. It's a little bit less than that of Jon Snow. Of course, Jon Snow, a lot of his army is made up of lings and banes. Aren't exactly heavy in the supply.
I figured out Kelzer's goal here. First, he's going to boost on you for days, okay? Get you thinking, man, this guy's got boost forever. Then, well, he's quadrupling his boost factor right now. From 1 to, actually that's, 1 to 4 here. I thought he was going to pull him back. Going to meet up with his other boost boy, and he's going to boost into the main with 4. But, at the same time, he's going to cross the map with a whole bunch of Mariners here. I feel it. You might not want to lead with the injured one. You do boost the back ones first. Couple links for a counterattack here, getting shut down. Oh god, don't boost into that. Thank goodness. Oh. Wow.
Well, Jon still spotted it with his lings, of course, so it would be foolish for Kelzer to come in here. Boost or no boost. At least that run by that Jon Snow had does delay this command center from being built. And it hasn't been restarted yet.
Bob, I'm just going to say what you want to say. No, then I'll get in there.
I was just saying that the CC got stopped being built, and he's trying to boost back in here, but now he's sort of trapped. He was trying to land some of his army as well, and now he's scanning, just noticing that he's actually blocked in by Jon Snow's army on all sides. Might be able to
when you got boost for days. Now it's time to boost. Yeah, he's. I don't think he's ready for that type of boost. But I was saying Jon Snow, when he took the soul of Jaedong, also took Jaedong's Star Sense, because knowing that huge drop was coming was a pretty clutch move there.
I told you though how it happened, because I said just before that he saw it with the things that ran by.
Okay, unloading everything except the siege tank. He got unloaded too early. Poor guy.
Alright, so he is going to push onto this creep.
Cancelled. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to last very long. Let's go pull back. Now he has Vipers on the field. Going to start accruing that energy through some Blinding Clouds or some Abducts. Not much to abduct, though, so it's likely to be a Blinding Cloud sort of day here for these Vipers. But he has bought enough time. He has his Ultralisk on the field element. Chitinous plating is not quite done.
Chitinous is what you mean to say. That counterattack got shut down on one side. On the other side here, that was being pushed back as well. And I can hold a lot done with that. But I know how to read Chitinous. Come on now. You tell me it's different. Bio coming at the same time here too, though, so not putting all his eggs into that Ultralisk basket. Pretty good basket to put it in, but not just yet. Off creep, this would be a... Oh, wow, he's going to go for it. Focusing down the Banes here. 3, 4 left, maybe? Oh. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
It is pretty good, but what does he have to follow this up element? As soon as these tanks are dead, I mean, there's no supporting forces left as well here for the Zerg. I mean, the tanks may be dead, but the Bio was still left alive, and that's what he's focused on mostly, taking down the tanks. The tanks were just cannon fodder at this point. Once the Blind Clouds were on there, they were useless, but a lot of these Stim Bio, I mean, they still do damage last I checked. And without Infestors to actually pseudo lock them down with a fungal slow ability, there was no way those Ultras and Hydras and Lings and Banes were going to be able to capitalize on that. Ooh, taking down a medevac, that was 4 units too, I think.
And this unload is...
start to this attack.
A little bit awkward. Splits are good here, often a little split off creep. This Queen's got to get in range transfuse. Yes, just in time. No favorites.
Transfuse those Ultralisks. I mean, we have +3 armor on the way here for these Ultralisks, and once they hit that, they're almost invincible. Like, unless they start derping through an army like this, I mean...
Keep in mind.
Oh, it still survives!
+3 attacks.
It makes it home.
Oh, gosh. +3 attacks about to finish here, too, for the Terror. My god, that PB on those medevacs there.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's going to take down a couple of these medevacs. That's not a bad choice. I mean, the bio is the real issue here overall. Just the starter steps are so good. The sustain is there, enough energy on the medevacs. You eliminate some of them with the Parasitic Bomb. That ends this attack. No more control here on this side for you, Kelzer. And this has actually broken that attack, and this will even break the base, as Kelzer is going to pick up, run away, and Jon Snow, in fact, is only going to commit one Ultralisk to that. He's like, I got the reaction I wanted. I'm just going to try to shut down this army and just do my thing back at home. I mean, he has a base that's been recently secured. He's not fully saturated yet. On the west side of the map here is Jon Snow. So he's pushing out over towards the west side, where obviously the bases of Kelzer are. Kelzer's army is kind of clumped up together too at his third base. And so he's in an awfully awkward spot, considering his army composition is less than ideal against Ultralisks until he starts to get Ghost out, or a ridiculous amount of Marauders perhaps. But that's not going to happen yet. He's only producing one at a time currently.
Ultras are just the beginning. The final form here. Broodlords are going to come in pretty shortly. Even see some Corruptors out already. Greater Spire on the way here. And I don't know how many... See a single starport there? Yes, that would be all. That would be the number. 1. So, if he can even deal with the Ultras, then he's got to get onto that Broodlord deck. And right before +3 shields is done, maybe these Bio can take these Ultras out. In fact, doing pretty well so far here. Rolling Banes coming in. Jon Snow armor supply, that's just crazy. 4 more Ultras made where that came from. Lots of red Ultras right at the front here. Shave some of these off. I'll get those 2 more. He wants to stim after them. There we go. Okay. Up top here, it looks like a couple more mules come down as well. If you can secure that base, put down a couple starports in the back right now. Maybe he has a chance here. Has he scanned recently? See anything? He's got 3 tanks at a time coming out, so I'm not quite sure that's the case. Greater Spire is up now. I don't see any of these being morphed just yet. In fact, 7 more Ultras there, 3 more on top of the ones that already were being made. So he's actually going to try and just bust straight through, I guess. There's some Broodlords, finally. A couple Lings here in the middle. Get poked at. So scan, did see those Broodlords there. Well, we got 202 of 200 here. He's using a little bit of the hacks. The hack source. Getting in on that oversupply. Is Ultra on a rally point? Yeah, it is. That's a pretty smart play there. A few more Banes up top. You know, if you got the money, which he kind of does. It's got the bases especially. Oh god, don't drop right into that. You might as well get more and more Banes in your army. You know, they're one of the, not efficient, but damage per supply. I mean, half a supply for the damage the Bane puts out. It's like the opposite end of the roach spectrum there. Okay, doing this isn't working. Yeah, run away from that guy. Little group of bio coming out here. This is what he's going to have to do here. These broodlords are going to shut down the tanks pretty hard. It's just 3. That's all you really need, though. Because they make them shoot themselves and such. But this push on the creep here on the same time here. Counterattack back, he actually gets under the broodlords, gets all 3 of them, snipes a single Bane there. And these tanks are now able to actually push the Ultras here quite a bit. Army supply evening up here. Did lose the base there. It's unfortunate, but I think he can counterattack. I mean, I think he has to counterattack right now. In fact, he gets the base on the other side right now as well. 2 to the south as well. But this one little point here is where the connection is. So you can see up down below maybe. Lots of lings were made there. In fact, 48 more on the way on top of what we just saw. This gold base might be targeted next. Ghost coming in at the same time here. That'll help out versus everything he has, basically. I mean, all the power units he has, these lings aren't going to be affected by that. Might be a complete surround here. A single ghost going to die in the middle. See if we get that voice. There it was. Yeah, Vikings aren't useful right now, and there's not a whole lot of medevacs back. Surrounded on creepy to get the gold. That's nice. But at the cost of a lot of his army. Going to boost right into the main here. Single Hydra putting out the shells. Can he get the hives? There's a lot of bio here. I just get in and recall home, right? Think you can do that? No, I guess not. Again, forever boosted. What do we got back on the other side here? More tanks. You know, I think he lost the Vikings. Let's just check really quick. Yeah, there's no Vikings anymore. And we're going back into Corruptus. Probably Broodlords after that. Drop back into the main again. Just pulling Jon Snow back and forth here. And to split up would be difficult because that's a, you know, it's a really powerful army as well. So we're gonna get this hatch. It looks like no. Has to go in for a focus afterwards, but he's completely surrounded here now. In fact, the Corruptus is trying to cut off the retreat path. A couple Hydras as well. They do pick off one of the medevacs. Corruptus are a little bit faster than they used to be. So they do a little bit of a better job. Is this lifted from somewhere? I think it might be. Might be the main. Yeah, these workers got to go over there as well, though. Okay. We do have parasitic. Oh wait, no, that's fungal being researched. I would PBB research anyways. 3 tanks at a time here. Still lots of Corruptus in the air. And I would assume another 3 Broodlords this time, and maybe just pay a little more attention to them this time. They kind of got caught out last time, and as soon as those died, that's when he made the move. Pick out some bases. What's the income like right now? Kellers is actually in the lead here. And the gas count is what you need to look at. Of course, he has a gas bank, but Zerg, with this tech level, really needs that. He's only got, looks like 3 bases mining, maybe 3.5 or 2.5. More ghosts on the way. Snipes are what he's going to try and use to pick off these heavy units. You get that energy back now when the snipe gets cancelled, so makes him a little bit better there. Some blinding clouds. Of course, spells can shoot under blinding clouds too. Well, this is a rock and a hard place to be, though. We might have to pick up here. Oh, he's taking a stand. Oh god, so many ultras. This can't work, can it? I don't believe it's 136 for his third. There it is, GG. Jon Snow takes game number 3. We lost Bobby. Now, so the thing about this match series is saying TeamSpeak isn't connected. Check that out in just a second. The thing about this series is if it goes to, you know, an even series or even 2-1s for the whole thing, then we have a tie here, doing 3 series for each group. Neeb, Kellers, or Jon Snow is one of the groups. I believe it's Neeb versus Jon Snow next, so if Jon Snow can win this one, it would be in a good spot to take first. Depending on, I guess, if Neeb gets a point against him, and then Kelliser doesn't get a point against Neeb is what would change that. So it's all going to come down to these next couple of games now. Starting to shape up. Let's see if we can get Bobby back connected. We did lose him there in the middle. Oh yeah, failed to connect. Ooh. alternative is Skype, and I don't want to go down that road. Try and close the whole thing. Okay, TeamSpeak, no fails now. Looks like it's trying to get in. Ooh, no, still's not working. Okay. Might just be a little moment here while we figure this one out. I have to switch on over to Skype. Gonna see if we can get Bobby back here. We'll be right back.
MVP, who was the defending GSL champion with 4 to his name. But Seed surprised everyone as he defeated Violet and Tasia to make it to the round of 8. Here Seed faced another rising star in Symbol, who had placed second in the recent MLG event. After a close and entertaining series, befitting their skill levels, Seed defeated Symbol 3-2 to make his way to the semi-finals. Seed would face Byun, a staple of Code S and Code A, with the top 4 finish a year previous. Seed again found himself in a closely matched series, but emerged victorious 3-2 to make it to the finals. In the finals, Seed would battle versus the world's best Protoss player, MC. With a packed outdoor venue and the odds heavily against him, Seed put on the performance of his career, outplaying MC on his way to a 4-1 victory, becoming the new GSL Code S champion. StarCraft was reaching new heights, as were the skills of the champions and contenders. Yet one player defied all the odds and conquered an event filled with giants to stand on their shoulders for his one chance at glory. On July 27, 2012, Seed showed us that victories are hard fought and few and far in between, but their legacies will live on. Welcome to the SE2 History Minute. At the end of 2010, the inaugural year of StarCraft 2, the scene was just getting started in molding champions. In the GSL StarCraft 2 Open Season 3, legends in the making made their way through an ever-increasingly difficult talent pool. Foreigners were represented by Idra, Sen, Jinro, Hapro, and Ret, with all but Hapro making it out of the round of 64. In a round of 32, Sen fell to defending GSL champion Nesty, Ret lost to the hands of Terran player The Best, and Idra was dispatched by the future greatest player of the era, MVP. But one player in these early days of StarCraft 2 went on to show that the foreign scene, while in its infancy, harbored great potential. Team Liquid's Jinro defeated Zerg player Drug in the round of 64, but in the round of 32 he faced off versus Moon, who is widely considered the greatest Warcraft 3 player of all time. Unfazed by his opponent's prestige, Jinro defeated Moon 2-0. In the round of 16, Jinro dispatched a relatively unknown player named Polt, and clawed past Choya 3-2 in the round of 8 to make it to the top 4. It was here that Jinro's path would end, as he fell to the event's eventual champion, MC 4-0. The defeat may have been definitive, but the story had only really just begun. The foreign scene was shown the way, as a trail had been blazed to the highest levels of the Korean StarCraft 2 scene. With foreign players around the world emboldened, and fans increasingly interested, the heart of esports in North America and Europe started to beat stronger, leading the way not only to further success in Korea, but the renaissance of esports as we know it. Welcome to the SE2 History Minute. The GSL StarCraft 2 Open Season 3 concluded on December 18th, 2010. The month-long event had a prize pool of $173,000, and it was the last GSL before the Code S, A, and B divisions were implemented. The talent pool was rich, and plenty looking to cement themselves in history. Even though many eventually would be successful in some way, history was not so encompassing of others. With the start of SE2, many players coming from other esports were looking to start anew and reinvent themselves. This new game offered redemption if one had the skill and will to take it. MC was one such player. With a history in Brood War he would rather put behind him, he set off in this new StarCraft from the very beginning. With unimpressive results in the first 2 GSLs, MC came into Season 3 with little fanfare, his demons not yet exercised. MC would soon force the scene to take notice, as he blasted his way through Odin in the round of 64 and Hyperdub in the round of 32. In the round of 16, MC would battle versus Brood War legend July, defeating him 2-1 to move on to the round of 8. Here he matched versus Marine King, who would become one of the top players in the upcoming era. MC defeated Marine King 3-1 and went on to face the highest placing foreigner, Jinro. Whatever further hopes that Jinro and the foreign scene had in this event were soundly crushed by an overwhelmingly dominant MC, taking a decisive 4-0 in the round of 4. In the finals, MC found himself versus Terran player Rain, who had defeated the likes of Genius, Squirtle, defending GSL champion Nesty, and Hongun to get to the finals. The aggressive passion that MC brought to his play ended up being far too much for Rain, as MC swept him aside 4-1 to take the championship. Legacies are hard fought, redemption harder still. Yet MC managed to accomplish both with a style all his own. With a character and passion both in and out of the game, igniting the interest of many in the young scene, MC commanded the attention of all. The boss toss was looked down on no more.
Okay, we are gonna go with Skype. Oh god, we're doing it. As long as Bobby can press the pickup button. What we're currently doing is calling Bobby. He's gotta click the button that picks up the call. Okay. No answer. I believe. Pick up the call, Bob. Press the button. Accept. Accept the call, Bobby. I need some Blade Bob to chat. Apparently he's not getting the message. Hello there.
There we are. Oh gosh, it sounds like garbage.
Oh my god, does it ever. I can't allow this. We're going to pop off. Oh man. I'm gonna lower you a bit. Hopefully TeamSpeak comes back in. We don't have to hear a whole lot of you.
Yeah. I'm gonna continue checking TeamSpeak here.
Yeah, jump on in. We need you to jump in. Everybody's waiting on you.
It's loading up here. Ugh. TeamSpeak, eh? Just in the middle of casting, and then
Oh
just
god, this
hacked
is
out.
terribly bad. Can't.
I know.
Well,
And it's it should be going through my audio software too. So
alright, we're just waiting for you. So, can you get on?
StarCraft's loading up. I reset my computer because I thought maybe it was. I don't know.
All right,
It
yes.
didn't. I didn't leave the game obviously, so I thought it was a network thing. But no, it wasn't me. For once, for once, not my fault. Haha. All right, I'm gonna join in on you right now. Oh, hey, happy to
Going
you
by the
too.
sounds of things.
Well, you're in the studio and I'm not, so there's the difference there. The way it works out
God,
sometimes,
does it
I
ever
guess.
sound terrible? This is
I
unfortunate.
know. Well, you like you sound like garbage too compared to before. Like Skype is awful.
Yeah, but okay. All right, we're just going.
Except
We're just
people
starting
won't
her
notice
up.
the difference because you're plugged directly into everybody else
Yeah.
or into the stream mainly. So anyway, let's get into this one now, guys. What's this next one happening? I didn't even check. Neeb versus Jon Snow. Okay, all right. Jon Snow did win the previous one versus Kellizer. I mean, I saw most of the game as I was trying to figure out what was going on here as things were breaking. On TeamSpeak. I'm gonna keep trying TeamSpeak until, like, I guess maybe the server's down or something. Like, I wonder.
Well, the regular one's open,
what-
so we could join a chat with other people. Random people. We're here. Don't mind us. We're just casting some StarCraft.
How does that work though? Can we create a little thing there in the public chat, and then can we password it, or is that just?
We could attempt it. Let's just get into this game here. Maybe after game one. This is a StarCraft tournament, Bobby. So we have to show some StarCraft. And hopefully after game one, we'll be able to fix this up. Just make sure we got the L. Didn't. I'm gonna try one more time just to make sure. I'd really rather not. Trying to connect. Please don't fail on me now.
Error.
Oh, it says error too. Wow. A punch to the face.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Let's do this.
Hey, did you try to get Nakaya disqualified? Did you? Why would you do something like that? Why would you do something like that? Don't you dare touch me. Sit your ass down.
Disqualified.
Okay, here we go. Take it away. Actually, no, I'll take it away. In the top right, we've got Jon Snow. Less of you have to hear, the better. In the bottom left, we got the hero, the American hero, of course. It is the Neebin. Oh wow, draped in the American flag and everything. Got that going on. This little probe. Just flying around here, checking things out. Gonna be a Huck probe? Yes, he is. Getting a little annoying. Yeah, I've not seen a whole lot of Neeb lately. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. First blood goes to Jon Snow. Gets the probe, snipes it out. That's, well, Neeb's forever behind. Don't come back from that. We saw what happened to Kellizer last game. It's, starting blocks you just can't start from. Okay, Overlord gonna go past, this thing. It's, just floating on by. Let me get that Cybernetic score up, maybe. Oh wow. Okay. Thought he was gonna quickly go for third Cybercores, of course, in the main. I'm not even sure what you're talking about, Bobby. Come on now, pick yourself up. Get yourself sorted out. Probe gonna fly around the right-hand side. Ooh, Overlord gets a little glimpse though. Knows what is up. Stargate going down back here at home. The wall's a little open. There are 4 links coming in. Speed's about halfway done, but you don't need speed to get 1, 2, 3 probe kills. And you can do some damage with 4 links. You can at least be annoying. Dep's gonna come out here.
At the very least.
Yeah, at the very least, my god. Can't have you talking more, Bobby. Oh, I forgot how bad it was.
Oh, but
He's going for this pylon. Oh god. Oh lord.
it's so close now.
Oh.
I forget it.
I don't know.
No.
No. We need 2 more hits.
8 health.
8 health. Wow. We need to nerf a depth attack speed down to like 4 seconds. That's too quick. Way too quick. Anyways, link speed finishing up here. Do we have an Overlord drop coming in? Is that where these lings are going around the side? Guess not, actually. Just poked in there and died. What was the first thing that had come out? Oracle on the way. Okay, Ling's getting back home. Probe getting back home. These Lings are actually just setting up here. Maybe if they see these Adepts come out, that's when they shoot in there. Oracle crossing. No demands here, Bobby, so no need for you to be panicked. There's where it's going. Maybe use a little hint. Now it's going to the main. Secondary hint. There we go. Right when the Adepts go for the third here, Ling's trying to push in. Oh, a couple sneak by.
Oh, they actually
gonna
get in.
that Adept at the wall. Two more will shade there, though. Oh, wow. Just in time.
That's amazing, actually.
Kind of like a half F2 move here. Brings the Oracle a little back. No damage done from this Oracle just yet. Maybe now? Maybe not. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they get kill. That's damage as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Put it on the list. Chalk it up to the Oracle. Okay. We've got 8 probes here. 8 probes. My goodness, I keep calling them probes. 8 Lings. And, they don't want to have any they don't have any part of this battle. They should just run away. Not a fight you should be taking. Oh god, they're gonna take it.
Oh, they want to take Adept with them, and they may get one. Oh, it's so close! No, they don't get the last Adept. Oh, yeah.
They got to look at them.
Oh well.
Give them a stern look. So we're gonna have Baneless on the way. Of course, this is probably gonna be Hydra Den as well. There it is, right there. You know, sometimes you see the +1 with this or something of that sort, but I don't see any upgrade caverns. That's what I'm gonna call them. Take your Evo back, Bobby. Upgrade caverns just yet. Now these Adepts getting right into the third here, and the Oracle's actually gonna sit in the middle here and turn on and pulsar down any reinforcements, perhaps. Yeah, so many Adepts. No glaives on this even. Just Adepting in.
Who needs anything else? Element as he is coming in towards that third base. There's only a handful of Lings. These Lings are splitting up because they do not know where those Adepts will shade to. Getting right on top of this ramp.
Oh no.
Crevasse. Oh, even the crevasse. As these Oracles are going to continue. Yeah, the continue to rule the skies.
Because you go into the third.
Well,
yeah.
Like, yeah, no rest here for Jon Snow as he's getting picked apart. This is classic Neeb Element. This is the Neeb of yore. The Neeb that won our hearts a lot, and he did this build so often that we could quote everything that he did before he did it, and then he could just play it out as exactly as you see it. Now, Zerg's meta has changed quite a lot too. What?
Sounds like Pennywise took you down into the sewer there, but then you beat Pennywise, but then you're trapped there, and you can't get back out. And
wow.
So you're just down there, speaking out from the sewer, and you just accepted your fate. That's what I'm picturing right now with this setup, with the Skype going on. But,
well, I created a temporary channel. We'll see if it works after this game.
Okay, we'll see after this. Yeah. I like that idea. And if some randoms join, let them join in on the fun.
No, I passworded it.
Wow, we can do that? Why does anybody pay then? There must be something going on in the back end.
No, it's lower quality audio, but how much lower, we'll see.
Yeah, can't be this low.
Can't be worse.
Bringing a cup is better than this. And,
yeah.
I mean, really. What's going on here? I don't understand. Okay. Flying on in with these Oracles. I blame your side of the internet connection, is what I blame. Skype's like, well, we can't deal with this. There's not nearly enough to do anything with this. And, okay. That was, just a Luke. Didn't need to, wrap out Bobby. This Zealot gonna get some legs fairly soon. Start running. Actually, can we get a... Oh, I was hoping he would still be moving. Not moving now. Anyways, big force coming across the map here. Gonna morph into Banes right in front of Neeb. So whatever the plan was, Neeb now knows. And got a tag too, so... Double knows. I wonder what he's gonna be doing now. But you got sentries. A lot of Archons here. And some Adepts and charge shots behind that. I think just a good wave of force fields here. Shave off the Banes. Good enough. Let's see. That the Guardian's really good against Hydra's high attack speed. Shuts off a lot of that damage. What's this on the other side here? A Warp Prism ready for a big warp into the base of Jon Snow. That'd be huge. Where are the force fields? Who needs them? Just soak some Banes up to the face. This is the time for the warping right now. Alright, Neeby. Go down that warping. Hope's back at home, wants to stay alive instead. I see how it is. Not a bad call. I guess he's gonna pull back for now. The warp prism, that is. The main force is gonna go kill. These weakened zealots might want... Well, they're dead now, so never mind. Never mind what I was about to say. There's the warping. Thank goodness. As a Protoss, I was hurting not to see happen. Now, there are a few Banes at the front here if they connect this part of the army, which they don't. Fairly nice, and the main's getting ravaged by these Zealots. Bob, I think. I was gonna need some critical damage in the main at least. Very least. No, don't even warp home. Get that layer. I have to warp in another thing of Zealots to make sure. God, it's gonna be close. Oh, it picks up. Oh, that's not the move of a Protoss. You go in deeper when you're Protoss. Okay, back at home. 4th base is up and running. 5 more Archons on the way. Wow. Where's he getting all this gas from? They need to raise the gas cost of a depth. That's ridiculous. At the same time, Warp Prism up here with the 2 Zealots. City saved. We're going to go back and open another big warp in here. And the Oracle's flying down south. Okay. I feel like this is enough to hold here. Quite a few Banes, but once you deal with those, you're in a good enough position. Oh, these got actually... He's up 2 in here. He wants to, there we go, now it's Archoning. Zealot shield at the front, though, is gone now. These Banes are going to warp in very soon here. Yeah. GG, actually. It's just a slow death for Jon Snow. He slowly pushes himself up against the Neban Blade. And it doesn't work that well. Neban's just receiving everything. Right. He's like, okay, well, I'll just sit back and receive. You can continue to kill yourself upon me. And that's what we saw there. And, okay, we're going to try this. We're going to try this. So drop a Skype call. Because it's barely a call. Okay. Bookmarks. I guess there is no book. Find where he is.
Error.
Public. We're going to the public.
Connected. Insufficient.
What would Bobby call?
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
What is?
User disconnected. User was moved out.
I'll turn this down for a second. Okay, what would Bob name something? This one called LOL. Merry Christmas. No. I could ask, but oh, it's Bob M. Yes, spelling is that way. Okay, let's go by. Well, there doesn't actually seem to be a way to sort these by name. Yeah, we're just gonna have to find it slowly here. Beerus. Be Bob as well. Blake, Bravo. Okay, it looks like this is the one. Oh wow, no, there's just one really, really close. Huh. I don't think you made one. I don't think you made one, Bobby. I think you made one that only you can join. I tell him to copy the password. Slowly searching for it, looking for it, trying to find it, not seeing it. Yeah, it's definitely not in this list. Oh my god. Oh dear lord, we're loading in. Okay, I'm gonna pause that really quick. I don't know how that happened. Alright. Well, I think this worked. You seem to have a X on your name. I have to unmute you.
Oh, what's that? Okay.
Here you go.
I'm here? You hear me?
Yeah, it's passable. I'll accept it. Let's get into this game.
Okay.
Yes, no, I'm being
All right,
told
let's do
that Average Joe's does not have enough players and will be forfeiting the championship match.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Ready to play, Your Honor.
Too late, LaFleur. Your lovable band of losers already forfeited. The trophy and the money are mine.
Disqualified.
Alright, I'll let you go ahead and take these intros away, Bobby. Go for it.
All right, then. To the southeast side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is Jon Snow. And to the northwest side of the map, we have the yellow Protoss player. It's Neeb. Sorry, guys, for the little technical glitch, but that's rare. I think we should have it solved. Fingers crossed.
Somewhat. You kind of
Or at
robot
least
sometimes,
a
but
band-aid, I should say.
it's better than
Yeah.
Skype. Take it.
Yes.
What those darn Skype goons
Better
tried to
than-
do to us.
Sound like I'm the sewer. Yeah.
Can I can I save this one?
What this up?
Yeah,
mean
because
the,
at some point I'm going to
server
want to try the good one, and I'm pretty sure it'll kick me out.
I think I don't know. Well, as long as I don't leave it, should stay because they're temporary. So I think if I leave it,
That's true,
it
yeah.
disappears into the ether. So.
Okay, I got it. Okay, we're going to see a similar opening to the last game, guys. The Oracle's pumping out right now. 3 bases by Jon Snow here. Hopefully, he doesn't just push into the Neeb, who is waiting to receive him this time. You got to remember, Jon Snow did take that series versus Kellizer, so if he loses here, that'll put him in. Well, actually, he'd have to get a win to be even with Kellizer so far in the series. It would take it out of his hands as to where he ends up in the end. If he doesn't get at least a win, that is. If he gets at least a win, then he said some say in there. Maybe up to Kellizer to win if Neeb takes the win here. Okay. But if he wins here, twice in a row,
Yeah.
then he's ready. Then he's singing. And he's in the next day. Oracle just poking, looking for some damage once again. Last time found 1 drone. This time pokes the queen a bit. Every now and then you gotta see what you got left in you. That's what that Oracle's doing.
I like what you said in the previous game there, amid the anarchy. You said that Neeb was just solely strangling him with the adepts, and that's what he does. That's Neeb's style. And keep an eye on that worker count. I mean, it's already begun. Nothing's begun in this game, but look at the worker count nonetheless. It's the fear of Neeb that makes that happen. Never mind anything else.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's well, it's also the Neeb's ability to press the probe button, unmatched anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody does it like Neeb does.
Yeah. He clicks those probes, and as I say that, he stops clicking them. That's because he's got a warp prism coming out, and he's gonna go do some attacking. Oh yeah. Probably some nice perfect 18s or 16s on. Oh, perfect 16, 18. He knows what he's doing, Bob. Tell him he doesn't. 1 more gateway. That's the perfect number of gates. You always need 1 more. Oracle down here gets a couple kills.
Always one
Open
more.
workers is the Neben. Does have that Templar Archives on the way, I think. Hold on, did we get charge? No, we didn't. So this is interesting. Just going straight for those. There's the charge.
There it is.
Okay, this is what I was hoping to
Yeah.
see. So just a bunch of charge lots and Archons behind it. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, changing
Hoping
it
it'll
up.
happen here. Well,
Bring back my build, Neeb. Let's believe.
I believe you
My new
were.
build.
Yes.
I pioneered
I don't know if
that.
you came across this yourself.
True story.
I think you found it. But
I
it's what it
totally
is.
did it by accident. We have a lot of lings though heading across the map here for Jon Snow. They're gonna meet at the natural base. What do we actually have standing army-wise? We have a handful of units at the 3rd base guarding that. The Oracle's here to actually chase away back, chase away those lings. In fact, they do that too. And we do have some kills happening in the main base with this Archon drop. Get those juicy Hydras. Oh yeah! Hydras are dead. Oh, sweet. Micro going down, shaving off as many lings as possible. Here, look at this. What is this guy, a machine? Ridiculous. They're almost taking no damage. He can do this indefinitely as long as those Hydralisks don't get too close. And he does manage to pull away. Only a little bit of shield damage done on his unit.
That's weird. I thought we were getting Puck in the second group of the day. When do we get Puck in this series here? That Warp Prism Micro coming out. I need to check the player. Check what we got here. Charge is about to finish up here, Bobby, and I feel like that's I mean, it's just must be noob style now. You know, this get a bunch of sentries, let them charge up, let them get that charge going, and then get right when your charge is done, you just cross the map. You charge sentries and you charge zealots. And you charged up Archons. Charged up Neeb. Let's do it. Like, you might even get down here before the Banes can morph in. Yeah, GSL incoming, exactly. That's actually coming pretty soon, the qualifiers there. He won't be in, unfortunately, though. Okay. These Lings just can't... Like, there's no standing bang in here. I don't know...
No, he's trying to make it happen, but...
Or
the Banes,
I'm not sure.
He must.
There's no Banes. That's the...
No.
That's the why I'm asking.
That's the crux of the issue here. Oh, we're getting the Guardian Shield going down here. The Archons are putting in the work against these... the Hydralisks are still up alive, but not for much longer. The Charcoals are close at distance. What a fast game. GG is called. Neeb decisively takes that one over Jon Snow. Alright. Well, that was quick. Alright, let's take a quick look here at their the prize pool. This is, of course, guys, I got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational. Let's get to a $3,000 prize pool for this thing. I mean, I believe we can. I mean, we're almost there. We're at $2,863 here so far. Where's the latest donations we have going on? It's actually it was in chronological order, I thought, initially, but now I don't know. Oh yeah, we had New Hampshire with an $8 donation earlier on there at some point. So thank you so much, New Hampshire, for increasing the prize pool. These players greatly supported. I mean, this is a lot of money for these players. I mean, it's not like a 16-player event element. There's 6 players here, and they're battling it out here for glory and StarCraft 2, high honors, all that yada yada. But there's also a lot of dollars, and that's a pretty big prize pool. That's motivation if there ever was one. So thank you guys. The community rallied around to support these guys, and that alone is just a sign of encouragement to them, to us, to everybody who are, from organizers and stuff too. I mean, it was Filthy Ray himself who got the ball rolling, who created this event. We're on his channel right now. Hit up that follow button, guys. Get notified when this channel goes live. And and he's co-owner of System Gaming. He created the Filthy NA Cup, which we've been casting over this past every Friday. It's endless. And then when the community comes together, when something was, these players got disqualified, and some would argue it shouldn't have happened that way. And you know what? The tournament organizers thought the same way, and they eventually rectified the situation. But we're continuing on with this awesome event, showing our love for these awesome players. I mean, this list right here, these players with Kelzer, Jon Snow, Neeb, Puck, Special, and Scarlet. This is the who's who of foreign StarCraft 2, in particular, obviously from the North and South American scene. I mean, we cast these guys for our whole casting time here in StarCraft 2, and I just feel I've seen their development over time, and to see them still at that peak, and then being rewarded by the community like this too, it warms the heart, man. You cannot be encouraged and cannot help but be encouraged and excited by that prospect. The community has such power and will and joy and passion to just dive right in. All right. What was that beep sound? Oh, no. Anyway. Hope it was nothing. Yeah, I had a beep sound. It was like
means
a slight beep.
Disconnected.
That means our base server is back. Oh god. Put me in. Put me in.
Error.
Oh. Nope. I'm gonna go find Bobby again.
Error.
Oh, we're trying to connect the public server. Almost got an error on public. That's not good.
User was disconnected.
Okay.
All right, you're back. Did you leave it, or did it kick you out? Oh, you tried the other one out. That's what you did. Okay.
Yeah. Didn't work.
Gotcha. All right, scared me for a second there. All right, fair enough. Well, we'll figure that out later on. As long as we have this, again, better than Skype. Totally.
Yeah.
All right. So what's our next series here, Element?
Neeb and Kella.
Neeb and Kella, God. Okay. Where's my brackets up here? There we go.
Originally, I was thinking we'd have to play all 3 games out, because when you veto down like 3, the second and the third, you know, it could be like 50% maps or something. Whereas the first is 100. I don't know. There was some, when I was looking it up, there were some weird rules, but I think it might not really matter. Like, you know, it'll matter if I guess if Jon Snow could have won that last map, but it's kind of a neutral map anyways, so I don't think it matters. And I'm letting Phoenix handle all the admin stuff, so this is how it works. It works out.
Big boss Phoenix cares, of course.
Yeah,
and all that stuff.
So right now, because Jon Snow has a win, Neeb has a win, so they're above Kelazur. And then if it ties, so if Kelazur wins his 3rd one, then we go by map scores, plus minus.
Okay.
So.
So it doesn't go by who won versus who. Like Neeb would not have an advantage over Jon Snow because he defeated him.
Well, because it's groups of 3, I figured it would have to. The only way we'd have a tie if they all won one is if they all lost to each other. So it wouldn't.
Yeah.
Change it. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, cool. All right, that's how it's working out, of course. So this is a round robin style for today. We're doing all the matches. I mean, technically, is but not too many. There's 6 players, of course, 2 groups here between the players. Next group is, of course, Puck, Special, and Scarlet. I mean, I love Neeb, and I love Kelazur, and I love Jon Snow, but something about that last group just sounds like dynamite to me. Like dynamite just waiting to happen. I mean, especially Special there. He's one of the most exciting players I've ever seen in my life. Just is. And then Scarlet too, because she's so unpredictable. She's willing to throw out the cheese, the all-ins, the crazy builds you've never seen yet before, or you may have only seen on somebody's stream, but not in a tournament. And Scarlet's the kind of person that will do those things. We'll have to attribute crazy builds to Bly. We'll call them Bly builds. But Scarlet's the one who perfects these things and then executes craziest things on the grand scale. Now, it wouldn't go so far as to call what she does crazy as, let's say, what Katz does, but Katz also doesn't do these things in competitive events, whereas he does them on ladder. So therein lies the difference. Essentially, Katz is like the mad scientist tinkering away what's possible with each and every unit, compositionally speaking. Then it goes to other players, and then these other players will distillate that and purify it and take elements of it and implement it in their own play. And we've seen that, in particular in the Korean scene. Back when Pro League existed, it did the same thing. And so I still think Katz somehow is, in some way, is a driving force behind the scenes. I mark my words. And then you have Scarlet, who is a mad scientist in her own right, and she's been, in fact, Neeb can attribute a lot of his development as a player to becoming a little bit less predictable because of Scarlet's influence. I mean, because there was a time, was it beginning of, I don't remember anymore, time flies by so quickly. Might have been it's time in 2016. where Neeb became way predictable, and people start figuring him out a little bit, but he's still technically sound. They still lost. But the fact of the matter is, like I said, we could just recite what he was doing, even earlier this year, to a degree, before the game played, and we knew how it was going to play out. But he's changed. Yes, Alman.
We'll just finish in a minute there. But, you know, I didn't actually talk about this earlier. You didn't either. None of us did. But, you know, that game against the Jon Snow Kelazur game probably should have been the one we ended off on, because I think Neeb is, we can both say, the clear favorite here. You know, of these games. He's just, you know, from last year's performances at least. And,
yes.
And that 2-1 there between Kelazur and Jon Snow, unless Kelazur can get a just at least one win versus Neeb, I guess, would have them. Well, no, because he wouldn't have a win, right? Yeah, you need to have a win first. So, I feel like he's got to beat Neeb here to have a chance, right?
Well, he does.
I mean, I made this system, but I'm pretty sure that's what it works, right? And that's a tall order. So,
yeah,
the Jon Snow games were, that was the way to make it. I mean, that one was basically, you know, who would get second behind
Neeb. Your
Neeb.
ticket. And instead he lost his ticket. And, or instead he got punched, I should say.
Wow, well, he made it really hard. he made, you know, he's got to walk the whole way there now instead of having a ticket. I'd rather have that train ticket. Especially if it's like Harry Potter style, you don't want to. And now we know what's happening. I've got this, by the way, if you throw up the, go to the Twitter there, and, Filthy DQ, hashtag Filthy DQ. Get yourself up on the stream here. Like these nice ones. Got a couple pictures going down. These are from a while ago, though. We need some new pictures. I'm showing some tweets.
Yeah, guys, send us your tweets.
Yes. Yeah.
Hashtag Filthy DQ. Get us those tweets. Maybe whatever it is. You know, words about this event. We get hype about it as well. Spreading the word. Maybe a joke related to the players or StarCraft 2, all the better. Or a picture of where you're watching the games here today. You're at home, you're at work, you know, stick to the man, you're at school, you know, late night school, who could say? And, or wherever you are in the world, maybe it's morning, I don't know these things. And, or in outer space. These are all the places, just potentially, well, some of the places rather, that you could be taking a picture of and sending it to us on Twitter. So hashtag FilthyDQ, you'll be famous, throwing it on stream.
Get on here, Bobby.
Disqualified.
I'm gonna let you take it away.
Okay, there we go. To the southeast side of the map, we have the blue Terran player is Kelligod, also known as Kelzer, representing Brute Gaming. To the north, west side of the map, one of my all-time favorite players, no bias, because I love Kelzer just as much. We have Neeb.
Bobby Neeb's gonna get some dirty stalker action going on here.
Dirty StarCraft? Some dirty
stalker
action?
Stalker action.
Yeah.
He's got one out, second one coming, and that third one finished, or did he cancel that? And I guess he saw the bunker cancel, immediately made his Oracle. He's already got two out. All you need is two to end the game. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, that's the simple truth. If there ever was one, that's it. Now back at home here, the stalker does return.
Yeah.
He's not gonna let it happen here. That bunker is just there as a safety mechanism now. He has a decent amount of Marines in his main base already. Does Kel's here to help facilitate his defense. I mean, again, it's not a proxy Oracle. He's not exactly trying to cheese out Kelzer, at least not at this point in the game. Still, for halfway done is this Oracle. This first one's already on the front lines here in the natural base. Gonna get chased away. He might even get boxed in here. That could be a little bit dangerous. Trying to pick off a Billy. I got a couple workers at least. That's something at least.
Yeah.
Oh, he's diving actually into the main base again. The workers are running away. The Marines aren't reacting. It gets a couple extra kills. Okay,
I got two more there.
Two more.
Yeah. I mean, Oracle nowadays against Terran, because it takes 3 shots to kill both SCBs and Marines here for combat shields, that is. Not even with combat shields, I guess. But yeah, it takes 3 shots, so getting 4 for your first Oracle's not bad. Even one weakened up there. In fact, we even have 2 turrets coming in. I guess Keller's actually wants to cross the map here. He's got the Marauder slow there, concussion shells.
There it is.
So what's going to happen here is he's hoping Neeb has a Stalker army on the other side. And there are quite a few Stalkers here. And they're good if you can micro them, before Stim and whatnot comes in. But you got Stim and concussive shields, shells going on here at the same time. This could actually do some real damage here. There's only 1 shield battery up here. Neeb could actually die to this. These gates are a long ways away here. This is a strong push. Unfortunately, he sees it all, and Neeb's deciding this far out is where he wants to be. And I guess you gotta fight with that shield battery. Okay, let's see. I don't know. Let's see the damage that happens here. Oracles came back home to help. Shield battery is busted. And he's gonna focus down the sentry. There, the first one goes. Shield battery is putting into work. 1 Oracle goes down here. How many Marauders went down? Neeb focused one of them.
Well, the one.
Looks like he got, Gonna pull back and recover the shields there. I think the gates have finished up. Yeah, the 2 in the back there have looked a lot scarier. Is this 1 pylon? Okay, there's a pylon back there as well. One pylon covering those 2 gates at the front. A couple in the back now, actually. More sentries. Neeb's loving the sentries now. This is, I mean, I'm not sure what he's going up
he's
to
all about
here.
that sentry play.
Yeah. I don't even actually really know what Neeb has up
that's exactly what he's going up to.
in his bag here. Well, I mean, like, what is he just gonna gateway this? That's what it looks like he's doing. He's getting the
Yeah.
the
I've
glaives
seen him do this
here.
before.
Straight up gateway fight.
Yeah. I mean, what's he's going to do? Well, right now, just a lot of adepts here. It will shut down any bioforces, which is exactly what Kelso showed his hand, and he lost his engagement too. And he cost a lot for him to get that point at 2. And this reflecting the worker supply of 43 to 51 of Neeb. I mean, that doesn't mean anything against a player like Neeb. He's always ahead of his opponent, unless taking critical damage in some way. So what he's going to do is get a lot of depth, maybe pressure prevent a third base from going down and shade in. He's even won games off of taking a third base before. We've seen that before against Terran players alone. No, but the interesting change up of this though is Kelser's not actually sitting home playing it scared. He's continued to push across the map again. And that's interesting. That could change things up here. Maybe hit Neeb before he actually has the critical amount of depths. I say that, and he has like 6,000 adepts.
Yeah,
so,
it's too late.
That
time is over.
It's looking
Kelser
less good for Kelser here.
Put a lot into that initial attack, like the hopes that would do some real work. And there's a warping in his main here, so he's essentially all in or pulled back. And he is, well, he's pulling back and going for it. That's not going to work. Oh no. Oh god.
One or the other.
I mean, he can cut this in half. There's no medevacs here. There it is. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the donut. The donut of doom. Neeb takes game. Oh, jeez. Wow.
You know, that original army, I didn't even realize it was, like, you know, before that he got the tag on it as it moved out there. I saw it come all the way across. I saw it about halfway. I saw, oh, that's actually tagged. Neeb's not out of position here. This is the position that Neeb wants you in.
Yeah, he wasn't panicking. There was no surprises.
Yeah.
You saw him go all the way across the map. He tagged those at the natural pace. It was all well known, and Neeb handled that like a boss. I feel really bad for Kelser in that one, too. It felt like he was smashing his head against a cement wall. And it wasn't even repeated. He only hit his head twice and he was knocked out. So, it's one of those things. It's a really hard wall, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll be heading to the next one right away, guys. This is, of course, the I Got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational. Nearly $3,000 in prize pool. We're at $2,873. You guys get add to the prize pool, too. I believe the link is popping up in chat from time to time. The Matcherino, it should be. And you guys could help add to the prize pool as well. In fact, we just had somebody add another $10. We had Brewster111 add $10 to the prize pool. Thank you so much, Brewster. And we know this player is greatly appreciated. Like everything, man. This is borderline life-changing money, man. There's 6 players, and they're splitting through different increments, of course, of this nearly $3,000 prize pool. That's gigantic. Man, a big shout out to Filthy Rake for getting the ball rolling in this whole series. He got the idea. He's like, passion runs deep in him. He's like, I need to do something. And he drops $1,000. It's like, let's make this event happen. And we're like, aight. And then everybody else started jumping on board too, throwing a whole lot of money. And again, I'll give a proper shout out to some of those. There's this gigantic donor there too. It's just mind blowing. There too. In fact, we have a little bit of time here, so I'll actually give some shows. We had like Carl Fishy with $500 donation. There's me SCYM like MESCYN, so I guess it's Meeson, with $1,000 donation as well. Words don't even begin to cover how crazy that is. That's crazy. And then there's more too, like we had Baldrov with the $100, Lib75. Good buddy Lib75 there with the $100 donation. Says Blame Bob. There's $50 donations from SE2 POVs. And SE2 Fool with the $50. The Meme Master himself with the $50 donation. It's just crazy stuff. That support just outpouring. And then there's a whole bunch of $10, $1, $4 donations, $5, and the list goes on. And you guys make this whole thing possible as well. Don't forget, guys, follow Filthy Rake on Twitter. Interesting dude. This guy is the co-creator of Psystorm Gaming, or co-owner of Psystorm Gaming, and also creator of the Filthy NA Cup, as well as this event. And that is at Damon Knight. That's DAMEN Knight, as in Knights of the Round Table. And so do show him some love there too. You definitely deserve it because these players are getting, great support, and we all love these guys and what they're doing in the StarCraft 2 scene and what their futures hold in the year of 2018. And sport like this that takes them to the next level, they don't have to worry about paying the bills as much anymore. When they have that extra support from events like this, crazy stuff. We're in the lobby now, right? For the next one, Abyssal Reef is the map. Kelzer versus Neeb. Neeb taking game number 1 in this series. Kelzer needs to do a little reverse sweep here against Neeb, but it's looking tough because Neeb's looking dang good right now.
Oh yeah.
Who can stop?
I mean, you can cut this in half. There's no meta.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
The donut! The donut of doom, Neeb!
While I understand that Mr. Shapiro did the wrong thing, I can only say to you, sir, that anyone who would neglect a plant in that fashion doesn't deserve to have it. Your case is dismissed. We're done. There you go.
This is...
Goodbye.
What? Excuse, you may step out.
This is crazy. I'm shocked. Shocked.
Disqualified.
Take it away, Bobby.
All right then, to the north, west side of the map, we have the yellow Protoss player. It is Neeb, representing King, of course. And to the southeast side of the map, we have the Root Gaming Terran player. It is Kelzer. All right.
No respect for the kid, Bobby. Call him Kelzer, not Kill God. Even titling him as such. Come on now.
You know
this man's depots.
You're the one who bashes me for not saying a person's name as it is for some weird reason. I don't know why I would do that, but maybe I have in the past. I know you have made fun of me for this, and then that's not even his name. He goes by Kelzer.
Kill God's depots
give
do not play
respect.
around, Bobby. You will respect his depots, okay? He doubles up on them every time.
Depots.
He's going for this kill, actually.
Yeah.
He wants to get it. Little block on the bottom here. Going full Neeb. Now that is a Reaper coming out. It's timer on this probe and is existing here. Oh wow. A misplay by Neeb. Could this be the beginning of the end? Maybe.
Is this the sign of the times? Is he gonna retire?
Yeah. Well, call it in now, Neeb. Your best days are behind. My goodness. Missing that
Future
block.
Overwatch player Neeb is slipping up.
Yeah. Well, that's groups now. Put it into the books.
Oh, that's terrible. That's mean. We're just joshing with him.
You would only play.
He's a joker too. I'll never forget when he played Stepper, and then you were like, "Don't build the depths." He's like, "Okay." and then
he tried it out.
Depths and
lost December. Yeah, Semper just destroyed him. He's like, "Well, I actually need the adepts to win this one." I'm like, "Okay, you can do whatever you want, I guess."
He redeemed himself later
wants
on,
to bod and knows. Yeah, he did it. He didn't ask him either. He just did the challenge. He's like, I gotta live up to Bobby. Bobby and Element. They asked me to do this one thing one time, and I gotta. Is this still the same probe? Did this guy not actually die when we talked about dying? Hold on, is there two? That's the first one, and then a Stalker's coming up, Bobby. It's a little late though. Actually weird. Was it delay this?
Oh, late, or it's just in time to kill this mule, or at least stop the mule from mining, which is as good as dead.
Okay.
Perfect time.
Mine's coming out now. I was told those things are no good.
I was told nobody builds those anymore.
Yeah, I'll play wall up here. It's like full Zerg. But how's he gonna defend his main and the Hellions at the same time? He's put a pylon down, maybe? Another one? Well, the Hellions are waiting. As soon as they see that Stalker, they're gonna go in. I would like to check the other side, but this is more pressing.
No, they're coming back home.
Well, we definitely had a Stalker die to this mine here on the other side. But, like I said, it was weird to see that Reaper go up into the heavens. Look at this dance. Wow. That's something. He wants... Look at him.
Oh, we do have a quadruple Widowmine drop.
Don't believe it, can't be touched, can't be
We have the protection. Well, a Robox facility, of course, is done, so we could pop out an observer at any given moment. He's going to opt in for the warp prison to start, though. He has Neeb, so he wants to apply some pressure on towards Kelser's side of the map as soon as possible. He already has one observer out, though, so... And he's actually moving his stalkers in position. Did you see that drop? Did I miss that?
He has an observer going across the map this side, I think. Yeah. Because he knows the stalker died to Widow Mines earlier. And so I have to assume this is what's coming at him. Oh god. Oh lord.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Still gets some kills. Oh, and a stalker too.
The medevac can't save these.
I'll pick up.
These are probably dead here if the probes want to get in on it. Yeah, the medevac shouldn't go for it. Kelzer, don't do it. Don't do it, Kelzer. Oh god. Oh. You could have saved at least something, Kelzer, but you gave it all. Need that high ground. That was a full don't do it Anakin moment, and Kelzer did the backflip over top of him and got his legs chopped up. Well, it'll come back in the sequel, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, if he doesn't get this... Oh my god, that hurts. He didn't get the observer. Oh, is he gonna use a second scan for it? If he didn't get it again.
Okay, get it. There it is.
That would have been...
I mean, forcing it to scans is huge, though.
The calmest man in the world, Kelzer, would have been flipping tables at that point. Oh, wow.
I mean, I do have a question element, and it's more of a statement than a question. It's more of a query here. Is this even Kelzer? I mean, we think
there's no depots to tell us about it.
I know. Yeah.
I would say that he'd have to drop one right about now. Right about now, he'd have to drop one. Bobby, if he drops one right about now, then we'd know it's him.
He's Kelzer.
What percentage does he have here? He has 50.
Drop supply, guys.
Right about now.
Those who follow us casting her. He drops.
There it is.
Yes.
He drops it. It's Kelzer. I can't do it.
Oh, I knew it. It just happens. It always does with this guy.
Guys, we don't have him mic'd up, but he was 70 to 70. And he was waiting on that supply, and he couldn't wait any longer. That mechanic's in the game for a reason, guys. They don't put things in the game for pros not to use, okay? Just remember that.
It's inevitable with this guy.
Yeah, well, you gotta think about it. He's now got 100 minerals in those two main bases, because he's not mining from anywhere else right now, by the way. He's not mining from the 3rd or the 4th or the 5th. He's mining from his main 2 patches here. These are his for the rest of the game. And he now has an extra 100 minerals for one of these patches. He wouldn't have had otherwise.
It's true.
He'd have to put that into a depot. That would have been depot minerals. Now it's Kelzer's minerals. Okay. Now Neeb's made the Colossus. Now this is the unit that walks across the map with lasers and shoots you in the face. That's actually the full
through your face
answer. Now, on the other side we have this bio tank push we see coming out here that tries to get the Protoss off guard and kill him before he's ready. And well, if the siege up can connect, which it doesn't, there's a possibility your charge is coming with...
back.
Yeah, but charge and Immortal is on the way. And that's like the exact thing he needs for this. But... Okay, wow. He uses the hallucinate ability. Now he knows. What, does he just warp his stuff back home? Why doesn't he have the energy? And Adept sees everything. Not like this. Stim's completed. +1 finishes up. Charge is 10 seconds away. Now is the time. Charge is finished. Time is over.
It doesn't have enough here. He only has one big hit on the field here. That's a lot of siege tanks. They are bundled up together though, and there's not a lot of bio left to support. But to support said bio is part of these bunkers that are going.
It's actually really nice. He just has to get this 3rd and go home. He doesn't have to finish this. Gotta have a 3rd on his own now. Does he have that? Yeah, he does. Finished. I mean, that's a good spot to be in already. He's supply blocked. Well, it loses 8 workers and supply blocked. Not bad, Kelzer.
Yeah. There was a little bit of multi-pronged attack. Taking out the 3rd base, doing a drop in the natural, killing 8 workers at said natural, which is going to force Neeb into an awkward spot. Now, we talked about like how that was a powerful push moving out here for Kelzer to begin with. With only a big hit on the field, that's the check you need 3, according to MC himself. So, Neeb breaking the rules or making new ones. Hard to tell at this point in the game. Immortals on the field will definitely do well, but not against the bio, more so for the tank.
Well, here's the thing, Bobby.
But the rest is just gateway forces.
He's got what he needs to maybe handle the Colossus and the Stalkers, the tanks. Maybe. But now Neeb's going into some storm. There's no unit with this. No association to a unit. He's just making the storm unit. And I don't... Oh wow, depowered. Take that. You'll never get to storm now, Batman.
Yeah. That's good.
Turns out you need power for that.
If anything, this is going to keep Neeb.
Wow.
Like, Neeb's not coming across the map with anything. No aggression from him. No harassment, which he should be doing right
crossing
now.
the map.
But he can't.
And if he has Storm right now, maybe this works. You just storm everything. It's the last chance while you're doing it. But, I mean, this is Kelzer's. He's got to win 2 in a row here. Just to, I mean, actually, even if he wins 2 in a row, it's tough because I actually don't know what happens at that point. It's actually weird.
Well, either way, we'll figure that out later. The drop in the main base going to distract some of the army while he's sieging up the low ground of the natural, denying some mining about half the mineral patches here. Speaking of half the army here for Neeb, maybe under attack.
Oh my god.
Actually, I think he has more than enough here to deal with the bio for now.
Neeb lost like nothing there.
Clear up the main base.
I don't even know what happened there. In the bottom side.
Yeah.
I guess, wait, he sniped 2 High Templar actually. Okay, I thought those were sentries. We got 2 really high energy High Templar there, so it looks like just 1 left with Storm. Is that what I'm seeing here? That's not bad. 2 bunkers in the front here. Neeb's going for it. Okay, charge lots get up on top of the army. Yeah.
Well, they're going to get on top of those tanks too. Those Zealots do so
well.
But they're getting shaved off fairly
Storm.
quickly here by the bio. Oh, Money Storm does clear up the bio to the just on the east side of this engagement. Forcing a double drop in total here for Kelzer.
Drop at the third, drop into the main at the same time here. He dropped into the natural, picked it up, go to the main here. Neeb is actually crossing the map here to counterattack. There's some mines coming up as well at the same time. Third does go down in the main. A couple more workers die. That pylon right here, this is an Artosis pylon I've ever seen one. Power on 4 gates, that might be the one to go for. Attack goes in on the other side here. Archon on the bio, gonna die first. Neeb's actually attacking a Kelzer depot with this Colossus right now. That was an unfortunate waste of attack power. In fact, armor supply
it was indeed
30 up here for Kelzer. He might be able to do this. Oh wait, no. Force fields. Never mind, take it back.
Force fields are pretty good. He's going to lose his natural base here. Is Kelzer. He's going to try to spin down this ramp as soon as those force fields do obliterate here. But there's more force fields where they came from. Just not a lot of army, and he's no way in reinforcing this either, does Neeb. And he still hasn't contested, or cleaned up, rather, the army that's obliterating his third and then in his...
Neeb might actually lose this one.
Natural right now, too.
I think he's going to GG any second here, actually. Back in his main. Is his main getting ravaged? I can't really check. But the 2 mines are going to finish up the rest of the army here.
The main's
sometimes
fine,
Neeb just...
and he's actually just...
Okay, he does hold. I thought...
It's fine.
I saw some stuff happening there. Yeah, let's just look really quick here. 51 workers. Kelzer's up in workers. He did lose that Nexus, or the CC, right? Is, natural there?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did, so... Yeah, there's I was going to say, sometimes Neeb just has a weird timing beforehand. We've seen that before, actually, Neeb versus Kelzer. Where, like, he didn't counterattack, and then after killing a whole bunch of Kelzer's army or whatever. Remember that one where Kelzer had 1 ghost? And it was like... versus, like, the Tempest army? And he wanted to get, like, a massive nuke up or whatever. Separate the army. And it was Kelzer versus Neeb.
Remember.
You don't remember this one, but it was great. It's fantastic. Okay, so we got a 1-1 series here. I'm still trying to think about it.
You?
Yeah. Neeb 2-0 Jon Snow. Jon Snow 2-1 Kelzer. Jon Snow would have... I mean, we don't go by wins against 2, we go by...
Yeah.
Map score.
Of course. So, well, it means we have to play them out to figure it out. So, one way or another, nothing changes. So let me put Kelzer in...
There can only be one outcome here that would help.
It'll definitely...
And if he gets that... Like, if he doesn't get it, then he's out completely.
He has to win.
But if he gets it, then what happens? I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but I'd like to know now.
Then there's a chance.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Anyway, classic element, but we'll be heading to this next one, which is Game 3, this best of 3, Neeb versus Kelzer. Kelzer managed to come back in that series, which ended up going a fair length, and it was a different build from Neeb, and we did talk about that from the get-go. You're saying you liked it. I didn't. I wasn't actually a fan of his transition into what he was doing, because what it did, it put less pressure on his Terran opponent, and Neeb is the one who usually takes the reins of this, and then is the one putting fear in everybody's heart. Is he just going to hit you with a whole bunch of adepts? Is he going with mass oracles, which we have also seen multiple times too? You don't know what's happening with this guy. It's going to be a Phoenix opener, because he does those time less so than most, but Phoenix Adept was a thing against Terran players. It could still be pulled out to somewhat good effect. So this is, opportunities are endless for what Neeb has, and they usually put his opponents in a little bit of fear, but not so much in Game 2, as it almost looked like Neeb didn't know what he wanted to do. And Kelzer really capitalized on that pretty dang strongly. But we'll be heading to this next one right away. I'm Bobby Awesome, with me as Element, as always. A true joy to be hanging out with you fine folks today, watching some pretty dang sick StarCraft. This is Group 1 of 2 in this I Got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational. Nearly $3,000 prize pool. We're at $2,873, guys. You could also add to that prize pool for these players by just going !Matcherino in chat. The link will pop up, and every little bit, man, adds up, and it's huge to these players. I mean, this is already a gigantic prize pool that's just mind-blowing to them. I can only imagine, like, how bonkers they're probably, how excited they are about this opportunity. So it's really awesome. Big shout out to Filthy Rake for making this whole thing possible. All right, take a quick look at chat. And Terran Wine in 3, 2, oh, it had already begun. Well, I don't know whether it would be Terran Wine, or whining about Terran, or is the Terrans whining? I don't get it. You know, also, too, I love all the games. I mean, even when I was just watching StarCraft before I was doing casting, you know, I never understood people talking about, like, balance after seeing a game. Oh, this is OP. Like, what mentality does one need to be in to make a judgment off of a game, or even a series, or even a tournament? Like, it's such a complex game as StarCraft 2. A modicum of understanding about how complex and how deep it actually runs would make one think twice about using even a single event as the litmus test of balance. Like, you would have to take data as a whole. And even that isn't inadequate. The closest we have for just gaining how matchups work is through Eligulac, and even that isn't perfect, and that doesn't encompass everything because it doesn't include specific variables and meta. It just goes by history and matchmaking and how players play against each other, and each player has their own style, and some play better against each other, and some have certain tendencies which work better against other players. Thus, patterns emerge over time, and that's why Eligulac is fairly accurate, but not, again, as I said, not perfect. And so that's just a complicated way of saying that there's no actual people who complain about something being OP. It's like they're just raging against the, you know, I don't know, against absolutely nothing, because there's so much complexity and beauty to this game, and it's all to be developed. And also too, since I was a fan since the beginning of StarCraft 2, I saw the meta shift so many times back in the day when there was no balance changes for a long time either, for that matter, and we had different eras for a reason, and most of the time it wasn't because of balance changes, it was because of meta changes. People come up with new builds throughout time, and those dictate what other builds other people do from each different race. So not just what the Protoss will be doing against another Protoss, but what the Terrans will be doing in response to that, and the Zergs as well. So there's a ripple effect, and it's always replicated 3 times for each race. And I mean, they're ready. I don't know what we're talking about. And you and I are in the lobby.
Wow.
Anyway, we're both in the lobby. Just waiting on these players here and get up into that. Ascension Ire is the map for Game 3. Or wait, we're leaving this lobby or what?
Yeah, it's Odyssey.
Alright. Then not Ascension Ire. Odyssey will be for map 3. I'll just say the names. I have no idea. I'm for the map names until I look at the map. Garbage like that with the names. Story of my life. Nothing new here. Anyway, I was saying about the grander schemes of data and the complexity of StarCraft. To me, that's what makes StarCraft beautiful, and what makes it the best esport on planet Earth, because of how many variables are involved. And that's also too. That's why AI is seeking to master StarCraft. That's the ultimate feat. There's nothing that comes close. You know, there was like back in the International. It was who was it? It was Elon Musk's AI company or whatever. Had a little demonstration, and then they would do like a 1v1 or something against a pro, and they'd beat them from time to time. And this little showcase on a limited tiny map or something, and it was a very specialized situation. It wasn't even an old Dota game, but and they're apparently mastering that very quickly. But StarCraft has way more variables than anything that's currently out there, as far as in the competitive scene is concerned. So if AI and the research going into that sees StarCraft as a worthy adversary in the amount of variables that are born out of this wonderful game, the meta itself is that humans discover over time, action and reaction through different builds, is maybe slower than some would like, but it's definitely something that occurs. And as I said before, I touched upon it in the history of StarCraft 2 with the meta. I mean, Blink Stalkers, Blink Stalker All-ins used to be a very powerful thing. Then they got some nerfs, but then they were still used actually after the nerfs, and then there weren't any nerfs for a long time, but then they're figured out. And you know how that was changed? By maps. Maps ended up being changed somewhat too. All right. And now Blink Stalkers are still used, but less so than before. And then you had Adept Phoenix, where you went somewhere. And
don't take imbalance away from the people. Let people have what they want.
I'm saying,
and they want the imbalance.
When people do that, it takes away from the beauty of this game, because these players right now are figuring out what the other players are doing, and they're doing so because there's meta yet to be discovered. And
because he knows the Stalker died to Widow Mines earlier, and so I have to assume this is what's coming at him. Oh god! Oh lord!
Oh no! Oh no! Still gets some kills. And a Stalker too.
Oh god. Oh. You could have saved at least something, Killzer. It's in front here. Neeb's going for it. Okay, charge lots get up on top of the army. Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna get on top of those tanks too. Really quickly here by the bio. Oh, Money Storm does clear up the bio to the...
for like a year, and then he gives me a thumbs down, so I'm wondering why it's such a...
And this is going to be difficult to break Autosis.
Indeed. I don't know how he's going to be able to do it. He's sending up this first Zealot now. We do have a Reaper coming out first on the way. And
so I'm hearing in my ear, actually, that he has decided to forfeit, which I think is a real shame.
Disqualified.
All right then, to the northwest side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Killzer. And to the north center of the map, we have the yellow Protoss player. It is Neeb. He's also in the southeast, but he is proxying.
This is my life right here. Proxying. Putting gems on the map for the Terran to discover. Yeah, now, look at the second scout here. Oh, I'm just scouting. Just sending my probe to scout. Taking a little scoutsy. Look-see. Yeah, he's gonna get a stab on that bunker. I didn't actually get it, missed it. But this'll three-shot the worker making the bunker here. Up top, that depot will finish off. But, this CC is now delayed. Unless he wants to pull, like, all his workers here. And even then, he's gonna lose a ton. Makes the Widow Mine right away. Gonna get up there and poke at more stuff. Second Stalker out. Third on the way here. In fact, he should be taking his Nexus pretty soon here as well. And with the third coming out, then probably another gas in the main if not already. Oh, already has it. Wow, so he's gonna go straight for the tech right after. Yeah, this is the thing to do here. Once you get 3, you can one-shot the Marines coming down. Here we go. This Widow Mine is all gonna depend on this Widow Mine.
Last time?
What? Yeah, no, the first Stalker, well, it wasn't proxied. Plus, you pretty much...
I know, that's what I'm saying.
In my opinion,
saying.
Yeah.
Like, well, I need this.
Oh god, this is...
like, so I'm gonna proxy this time.
Okay, he loses the Stalker. No! Well, no, that's fine now. Because there's only 2 Marines here. The second Widow Mine comes out. Oh god, can he get a real good shot? No. Neeb has the micro now, but look, one-shotting workers here, Bobby. You get a shot to space. You get a shot to with the correct micro. And, are we asking Neeb if he can micro? Is that what's happening here? You can shoot the billies down. Hey, one Stalker was down. Not the worst. That mine actually stays alive too, because it never got involved. No, GG. Yeah.
Oh, dang. That's crazy too when you think about it. It was just one gate proxied, man. It was nothing else. It was just perfectly execution, good time, and also counter to what Kelzer was doing as well, which is the way he tends to open. So really exploited that. A really good adaptation to the build. Something I was alluding to is like how you mentioned, like, oh, the Stalker was just not in time to stop the command center before. Yes, it was not proxied. Thus, Neeb remedied that fact. It's like, okay, I need to get there faster. Only way I can do that is by proxy. And therein lies the solution. Well done. Okay, so that means... Actually, what does this mean, Element? What does any of this mean?
That means Kelzer's out because he lost 2 games. 2 series.
Yep, Kelzer. Yeah, well, I mean, all we need is one
by
player.
the wins first.
So Neeb and John's...
Yeah.
So Neeb and Jon Snow make it into tomorrow's
moving forward. Tomorrow, like you said, yeah. And we're going to find out who the 2 opponents will be. We got to switch over to Korea, though. Just going to tell these players here what is up. What'd you say?
Awesome. All right, guys, next group will be Puck, Scarlet, and Special. We will be doing that one on the Korean server, as these players are over yonder, which is pretty sweet. And let's... Oh, okay. Switch over to the Asian server. Oh man, really stoked. Just glad to see Neeb again, man. It's been a while, good to see him back doing Neeb things. Again, that wasn't even Neeb things, not traditional Neeb things. That was, guarantee you, the spirit of Scarlet was coursing through Neeb in that last game element. It wasn't like full, cheese stuff. But hey, the very fact that he proxied something, it's not something that Neeb did for a very, very long time. So proud of him. Proud of you, Neeb. Even though it's sad that Kelzer's out, it was just... I'm proud that he's growing as a player in StarCraft 2. I'm getting like 1 million achievements, I guess because I'm never on the Asian server. Wow. Way to cancel these things, or just... Yeah. Is there a way to cancel these achievements or not? Well, I mean, hey, at least I got a lot of options for my emotes and stuff. Alright, there it is. I only have 1 friend on this server too, so I'll wait for you to log in on that. Of course, this is the I got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational, nearing that $3,000 prize pool mark. Still, thank you guys so much for tuning in. 2 players already are in the semifinals for tomorrow, and that is, of course, Jon Snow and Neeb. We know there's a lot of Kelzer fans out there. I mean, as we are as well. We cast him so many times in the Gauntlet channel, and I can't sing enough praises for how cool this guy is, Kelzer. He's a true representation of the scene, and he does a lot for the community as well. For the Brazilian scene in particular. So good on him. I hope to see a lot more of Kelzer.
It's coming down. Here we go. This Widow Mine is all going to depend on this Widow Mine.
Last time?
What? Yeah, no, the first Stalker, it wasn't proxied. Plus, you pretty much...
I know, that's what I'm saying.
In my opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, well, I need this.
Oh god, this is...
like, so I'm going to...
You lose the Stalker. No! Well, no, that's fine now. Because there's only 2 Marines here. The second Widow Mine comes out. Oh god, can he get a real good shot? No.
The name Special now until as the foreseeable future. His reasoning too, I always liked that. I thought that was pretty inspirational. Where he's, in the beginning of 2017, he said, I'm gonna be called Special now because it's representing a new beginning, and a new determination to become the best player I can be. And everybody knew he had the skills to do it for a very long time. I remember seeing him when he had the name like Brittany. It was in MLG, back in the MLG days and stuff, and he's been around for forever, it seems. And he always would have great results in certain online events and take players down where other people would think that you got to be like the best of the best to take certain players down. And he would do so, but he wouldn't do it all consistently. So he maybe have a couple good series in a row, but then he'd just kind of tank afterwards and then be eliminated from an event. And then there's a lot of events he never appeared at. There's a lot of different things that did end up happening that didn't come together for Special. And a lot of that had to do with himself, and I think he knew that, and that's why he said it was new determination, and a lot of practice, and more games than he's ever done in a row, and that resulted in his amazing performance at BlizzCon. So I think this is just one big step for Special, really putting his name out there in the StarCraft 2 scene. And really, again, the context of history, I'm obsessed with StarCraft history, is when you look back, North American Terrans, they're a rare breed. They're rare. Go find one. Go find one for me at the highest level. They're rare. Over time, they almost didn't exist. You could count them on one hand of who were like the highest level in North America. And still, they are kind of rare still, but the ones that we have are performing at some of the best we have, best in the whole world. You got Kelazar, you got like the Masa, who's one of the scariest Terrans, and you have Special as well. And Semper, not to mention Semper, who's as scary as it gets, and I think he still has yet to break out. Just keep your eye on Semper. I just feel it, man. I know it. And so Special finally broke out of that shell and has become the true manifestation of what everybody knew he was eventually going to be. And all we needed to do was put it together. So that's an inspirational story because it shows that hard work does actually pay off. You just actually just put your head down and just get to work. And then he did just that. And who knows what the 2018 calendar year will hold for Special with that same determination. Keep in mind, too, he participated in both GSL and the WCS circuit, as did some other players like Scarlet as well. And he did fairly well, I mean, all things considered, in both, obviously. And that's kind of cool, too. It's awesome that he did that, because he's living life to the extreme, and that's a lot of playing, a lot of commitment, practicing in Korea, and then playing in Korea, as well as around the world, too. And then we have players like Scarlet, of course, one of the most solid, for a time considered the best foreigner. I think for a short time she seemed to be winning everything she entered in. This is probably 2012 era, back when they had the separate WCS regions for like each country. So there'd be WCS Canada, WCS America, and I think it was QXC won WCS America. She won WCS Canada, and then she won the whole North American event as well, if I recall correctly. And or was it QXC won the American one? Somebody else. Might have been somebody else. Anyway. And but she's always been at the top of the game and really trying to push what's possible through making different styles and different plays. She's dabbled in this Protoss as well, and at the high level too. I mean, as far back as when MLG was still a thing. When she fought DRG. She defeated DRG as Protoss, which is crazy at that time. And that was like I don't even remember now, 2013, 2012 even. And that was DRG, pretty much at the height of DRG time. That guy was almost nothing, nobody stopping him, that's for sure. But Scarlet did as Protoss. And so, but she's really notable from her Zerg play and has been showcasing that to great effect, representing Canada and her teams that she's been under for quite a long time too. And currently, I still consider her probably in the top 5 best foreigners currently right now. And looking in the past couple weeks' results, she may be the best. Hard to say. I'd like to see her against maybe more European competition. But if you look at the recent qualifier, she actually dispatched Neeb on more than one occasion. And in pretty good games, but nonetheless, she's looking in top form. A lot of people remember, and one of the most notable series was Scarlet versus Bomber, and it is one of the best series. That was Bomber, Korean Terran player. He's one of the best Terrans to ever touch the game in StarCraft 2. But that was Scarlet, and she's been near that level. She's had her ups and downs because she took a break for a while too, and then she came back, but every time she comes back, and she almost comes better than ever. And she has that mentality of this, what do you say it? This nonchalant attitude that she approaches the game with. Very similar on the surface as how Stefano approached the game, or as how he talked about it. Stefano would say he never practices. Stefano would say he's always doing other things, playing other games. He just came to this event after not having played StarCraft for a week, and then he won it. This is how Stefano did things. Scarlet is almost like that, but in a slightly different tilt. Because a lot of people attest to the fact that Stefano did practice a lot, and probably more than anybody else. He just said he didn't. And whereas Scarlet, I mean, again, I don't know, the jury's still on that, because maybe she does take long breaks away from playing StarCraft and playing other games, and she does a lot of Magic the Gathering too, which I find awesome. And kind of, there's an inside story on that too, in regards to a friend of Element and ours, who actually left StarCraft to play Magic the Gathering professionally.
We don't talk about him anymore.
Things, but he was a master's level Protoss. Just gave it all up. What a guy. Anyway, but yeah, and so it's kind of funny. Anyway, just how Scarlet takes it, and then she still wrecks faces too, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm entering the lobby now, and who can't you can't help but just be just I guess smile, have a grin in your face with that sort of attitude that Scarlet brings to the game. And she's always positive, funny, and always puts everything on the line in the game. I don't know if she does it by design, but she makes the games the most entertaining you've ever seen. And that's what makes me particularly excited about this group, because I think two of the most exciting players in StarCraft 2 today are here, in Special and Scarlet. And then, and Puck, you can't. It's been a while since I've seen him play at the highest level, but he used to be one of those players too. And Element alluded to it early on with his Warp Prism play, usually very creative and innovative in his own right. But the first one we're going into is Scarlet versus Puck. That will be to kick off this second group. The map is Catalyst, as we will be getting into this one right away. Again, this event is brought to you by Filthy Rake. Guys, show him some support on Twitter. Guys, go follow him. That is at Damon Knight. That's at D-A-M-E-N. That's Damon. And then Knight with a K. So as in like Knights of the Round Table. So show him some love on Twitter. He made this whole thing possible. He's the co-owner of Psystorm Gaming. He created the Filthy NA Cup series, which we've been casting every single Friday. Casted one earlier on today. Every single Friday for this past year. All around cool dude, really cool dude, and the passion. And I say this, and I mean every bit of it. The passion runs deep in that guy. And to put on an event like this, like so quickly, it's like, oh, these players got disqualified from PyeongChang, and so let's throw $1,000 down in this event. Let's make it happen. And then a whole bunch of people started following suit, and now our prize pool is almost at $3,000. Crazy stuff. Anyway, I think I talked enough here about random stuff. As we are going
one second.
This series.
Keep talking for a second. Almost ready.
Right.
Oh, I wanted to do something that I forgot about.
Alright then, fair enough. I'll take a quick look at chat. Oh, Second Guitar Skill is here. I had ice cream after. Oh. I have ice cream after anything, I die. And that's not true. But I'll be in stomach pain. I'm lactose intolerant. And I do love ice cream though. And sometimes it's worth the hit. You know? Sometimes an ice cream is just so good and you just want it so badly. So, you know what? I have these pills that are supposed to, who cares? They're supposed to not make
sound good.
Painful, but who cares?
Hit taking pills? My God, Bobby.
And now in chat, Phil's like, now I really want a Blizzard. There was a, I forgot to look that up too. There's a Dairy Queen just north of me here on Pemina, and I think it closed down. I mean, it's been here as long as I've ever known. It's like, now where's the next DQ? Like downtown? Like,
that's a good story, Bobby.
Qualified candidates have tried to reach this point and failed. You have succeeded. And now the final stage lies before you. If you try to communicate with myself or the guard, you will be disqualified. If you spoil your paper, intentionally or accidentally, you will be disqualified. If you choose to leave this room for any reason, you will be disqualified.
The supply forms are going to be...
I have to go to the bathroom. Disqualified.
No. Didn't press accept on the change button, so I played the Neben. Press the kill, sir. It's all
not
over
pressing
now.
the buttons. That's the problem this time. Instead of pressing the wrong ones, you're not pressing them at all. Wow.
Hey, hold on one second.
The other, isn't it?
We'll follow this probe. I'll make sure I press it. Otherwise, I'll never remember, and it'll all be over for us. This probe's pretty sneaky anyways. Probably should be following it. It's up to no good, I can tell you that much.
It's off the beaten path, that's for sure.
Yeah. The path, just go back from this one. Not coming home. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's that. Unless you go ahead and take her away here.
Alright, thank you. To the north, west side of the map, we have the pink Zerg player hailing from Canuckville, Canada. It is Scarlet of Team Expert. And to the southeast side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Puck. It's on Root Gaming again, I think. So I looked at his Wikipedia page, and that's what it said. So that's great.
Gotta go for Wikipedia.
Yeah, my only source of real information. I trust that it's been edited properly, as it often is. Anyway, so he wasn't going for any proxy shenaniganry element. It did not happen, which is a little bit interesting. In fact, I'm kind of glad he didn't. Scarlet is the kind of player that just shrugs that sort of stuff off. It's like, I've been there, done that all the time, every single day, and I'm not going to get by her. Now that's quite a few Stalkers already on the field here for our blue Protoss player. Warpgate's just finished now, too.
Looks sentries to me.
What's else? Did I say Stalkers? I definitely meant sentries. My brain said sentries, and even the light in my head said sentries, but I guess my tongue said something different. Anyway, that's a lot of the little not Stalkers, and it looks like he wants to secure that third base, and he's going to do just that right away, to stay not too far behind in that base compared to Scarlet. Now, Scarlet's a terrifying player, and you guys who are familiar with her play understand exactly why. Because on this 3 base, she may just as well not mine from that and just go Roach Ravager kill you. She could also Nidus Firm your base, which is Roach's Queens, and she also could just end up double expand off this 3rd base as well, play the super long macro game, which he's extraordinarily proficient at. You never know. That means you always have to keep an eye on what she's doing, and particularly her drone count. And so far, so good in that regard. That means there's nothing forthcoming immediately, especially off of a fast, 3rd base immediate punch in the face.
2 Zealots and some sentries. 2 more to follow it up.
Wow.
This base is dead.
It's gonna force out units. This base is
super dead base.
Well, I mean,
no
maybe.
saving.
Who knows? There's not much here, to be honest. I mean, we have a couple roaches on the way.
Nope. Dead base and a recall. Calling it.
Oh no! What? What are you gonna say there?
The
What are you
Ravagers
gonna
are
say?
closing. I was talking about the base that didn't come up because of all the fear. It died before even coming in live, Bobby. Take that.
Okay. All right. So it wasn't. Didn't come around. So we do have the 3rd base up and running now for Puck, though. Behind this, he did recall back home as we showed there too. But now there's a counterattack happening here by Scarlet. Okay, no, she does pull back. I'm like, there's nothing here to attack with.
2 Adepts, though.
I mean, she might just go back and consolidate her forces. Oh, that's probably why she's pulling back, because the Adepts are being a little bit annoying. Cannot handle it with just these Queens alone, especially when one's doing the derp dance between that Extractor and that Queen.
Whoa, cancel.
Finally gets in the action, but not before 5 workers going down and continuing to rise here. These Ravagers had such a long trek to get back to deal with one small Adept that only had a couple health left. And now this gives Puck the opportunity.
Wow.
I know, that's pretty insane.
I mean, that is crazy. We got Hydras coming in now, Blink on the way here for War Prism to follow it up to. How many gates do we have? Let's just check really quick here. Well, okay, yeah, he bronzed this before we get to that Lurker Den, which is on the way now. That's what I feel like. And I asked for how many gates. There we go, 5 gates are already up, 6 on the way here. They're in reserve right here with this? No, so won't be able to clean the creep, but I think he wants to get some substantial damage done right now. Okay, 1 force field right there would be nice.
Yeah, a lot of force fields.
Not happening.
Oh yeah. Well, that'd be ace, but Hydralisks are starting to be produced, or they were, only a couple on the field, it looks like, and there we go, some more on the way, as well as a lot of roaches here. Blink is only about halfway done, so the actual longevity of his army is somewhat limited here. So he's going to pull back. He has a Warp Prism that joined in, but I'm not even going to bother to use that too. Maybe he felt that the indirect damage was enough. I mean, did force out a lot of units. I mean, tons of roaches, which are essentially useless right now, unless she decides to push across the map and maybe end the game here or not. But I mean, this 3rd base is getting the extra gases here. Is Puck, and he's more than content to dance around in the middle of the map, especially with this force field. Scarlet will be a little bit more. She has pause. She will not move forward against these instant map makers called force fields. So
gonna see some double robo coming up. We got speed on the overlords as well. Can we get that up at a picture-in-picture? I don't want to take up the main screen here. Is that finishing?
The PIP.
Yeah, there's that Lurker Den finishing right there. Oh man, somebody. I don't know who that was. They announced the PIP coming in. Good guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Here we go. that whole army behind there, you can force fill that off. There's no rabs with that. In fact, this might actually... okay, never mind. Full surround happening. Didn't actually realize that there was something behind them, I don't think. Yeah.
Oh, could lose units, though, in that recall.
Yeah. Again, a double rowboat behind this, so 2 stalkers on the way at a time. Where's the other rowboat? That was the second one. Is there not? Yeah, there it is. 2 colossi at a time. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. And are these overlords for drops? Yes, they are. Is she gonna drop lurkers on top of this army? There's no Baneland nest, right? As far as I know. Or just a huge drop into the main? Actually, I think we saw Scarlet do this. She just splits up all over the place. Dropping lurkers and such into each natural and expansion and all the places. And it's just a sad time for the Protons. Bottom base is gonna go down, cancelled. Yep. Gets the money back, but it's not what you want.
We do have some adepts attacking that 4th base of Scarlet, but now the 3rd base of Puck is under siege. Now when Puck was doing that attack at what was the 4th base, he was just kind of dancing around. I'm not entirely sure what he was waiting for. Was he just trying to force units out? This has actually worked against him. If he sniped that base, he'd be in a much better position, and he could have done so, considering the army wasn't clearly in a good position for Scarlet either. Now that bought time, Scarlet has the lurkers out, and he cannot close the distance. Is he going to get disruptors out or something, or is he just going to stick with this? Looks like he's going for...
Puck notices there's a single...
or DQ'd.
I don't know if that's for Archons. There's a single observer here, and if he snipes that, he might be able to get... by observer, I mean, oh my god, his army just getting wrecked, Phil.
Oh no, his army, oh jeez. Oh, she's getting absolutely shredded here by Scarlet's lurkers. Yeah, that's not where you want to stand and bang, but he felt he had no choice. His 3rd base was under siege, and GG is called. Scarlet takes game 1 versus Puck. I like the idea initially, and he was playing it very smart, but then it was that one attack felt like that was the time to actually do some damage. Lurkers weren't here. I mean, you only had a couple Hydralisks. It was just roaches. The force fields could keep them back. A handful of Ravagers. Maybe they could corrosive bile the force fields, but at least not corrosive biling your army. And that base could have got killed, and it didn't happen. Really weird. But you know what? Nonetheless, he had a plan, and he tried to stick with it, but Scarlet just overpowered, hit that max supply, and just went for it all day. Which is something we expect anyway from Scarlet. She's very decisive in her play, hyper aggressive too, and with the lurker play, there was nothing in the composition of Puck that actually directly countered that either. Sometimes you'll see disruptors back in the day to deal with them. I don't know if they deal with them as well as they did before. They could be set off a little bit more easy these days. Well, they could be set off these days. How about let's put it that way. And so to deal with them, I mean, it is difficult. It was a rock and a hard place there for Puck, considering how that game ended up playing out. Scarlet painting him into a corner. We're in the lobby now, though. Odyssey is the map for game number 2 of this best of 3. Special is waiting, of course, for in this group as well to face off against these players to determine who will make it into tomorrow's semi-finals. Of course, whoever there's 2 players out of this group of 3 make it to tomorrow's event. So chances are good, Element. Chances are good.
I like good chances.
Exactly. All right. Catching up on chat here. Recall, good unit, says Guitarsico. It is good. It's always been nice to have, but it's actually really the cooldown is ridiculous. So it's a very long time, but it makes sense. So you have to use it strategically. Because he had used it once already, and then that was the second time he ended up using it. And but nonetheless, if the charge time is long, you still could kill quite a few units while it's activated.
Yeah. I just noticed people really hate that recall. I'm looking back. Once you use it, and I talk about it's something you should use. You should find opportunities to use it, but then after you use it, the other player knows that you don't have it now, so they're a little more safe to do what they can, because if they get that surround the next time, and whatever the recharge time is, there's no recall at that point. But okay, I mean, it's like ready to go here. Oh, hold on, gonna do this one thing first. I think Phoenix had to take off there, so we'll have to.
Oh yeah, shout out to Phoenix Tears, our boss admin of the day. Love that guy, so good.
So you gave it up, right?
I did.
They didn't cancel you. You canceled them.
You're not aware of this?
No, I'm asking you.
You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?
Have I hurt you, Jerry?
I thought that was pretty well documented. Is this still CNN?
Don't most shows go down a little?
Most people do also.
Disqualified.
Counter argument. All right, I'm taking away. Okay, let's do this first. To the southeast side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Puck. To the to the east side of the map, we have the pink Zerg player. It is Scarlet.
Forget about that, Bobby. It's happened to the bottom.
In the northwest.
Bunch of Lings.
Oh man, the Lings are in.
Oh, no.
What in the world is Scarlet doing here? Actually, gonna trap, effectively trapping out these workers. This one hero zealot with the old shoulder pads trying to bust his way in, chase away these Lings, but he's only going to chase them away into the main base, which is completely undefended. And these,
he's got a rush from behind it too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh man, the hatch is going to go up. This is the Scarlet we like to see sometimes, going full Bly, as it were. So 4 workers have gone down to this handful of Lings, and that may not even be the end of it. Although a Zealot is closing off the wall, and Stalker has popped out. These are slow Lings, after all. And they'll be able to eventually take them out, especially if you dance around the workers. Don't lose too many more of them. Okay, a couple more do fall. And that's 6 lost here. Evening out the worker count, surprisingly enough. No natural down for Puck either, and that's a saving grace here for Scarlet, as she's able to continue on this pressure, and there's no...
Bobby's saving up that 400
so far for Puck. Well, yeah, he's going to take one, but...
I know he sees.
Because he might just die.
I didn't know he saw the hatch.
It's hard to say. We'll see how...
his vision. He has seen it before. 3 Roach is going to pop right now, though, and right on top. You can hit this right now, but as soon as it comes up, it's wasted attack at that point. 3 Roaches popping out here now on creep. They can deal with whatever's here. And if she can get a tumor down, too, and push that forward, I think she's going to. I gotta wait for a little more energy here. Still. 3 more Ravs coming in.
Yeah, we got...
Again, hitting those right now. Hitting this Roach is okay. Oh, it gets blocked, actually. Yeah, no, it's hard with Lings, but with Stalkers, you can deal with that. It's a couple more of these gateway units taking down. Now, what do we have? Shield batteries right on the back? Oh, yeah, just a bunch of shield batteries. Oh, no. But one pile in the middle gets 2 of them.
Oh, across the pile!
He cancels, though, at the last second.
Oh, the one Stalker, super low health, too. Look, good focus fire, takes it down. Only a Stalker and a Zealot left. That shield battery, I mean, it's really low in health itself. It's more of a liability at this point. Continue to pump up these units with no warp gate. In fact, it's not even being
he doesn't...
is it? No,
I mean, he needs as many units as he can in shield batteries right now as possible. If he has 100 minerals, he needs it in shield batteries. And, I'm not sure if that one pile in the front is the one power and the 2 to the left. I think it might be. We might see a round of biles here. Now, that's a lot of shield batteries now. You can keep this creep back. Oh, if it gets that queen. Oh, gosh.
Oh, the queen does survive just barely.
Yeah,
there's a lot more roaches on the way here, too.
The longer you keep it alive, the stronger it gets. As opposed to the other units, energy built up and whatnot. Kimberly going to the left, interesting. Is she going to take a natural to this? That's the only reason I can think of for the not trying to push that north. She wants to wrap it all the way around. She's going to be here for a while.
Alright, so she's quite a large army here now, too.
Back at home.
Keep a couple roaches, maybe as they are, so they could tank some more damage, but there's more Ravagers coming in fact. Continuing to pummel away at these Stalkers. Stalkers, let's go back to the abundant amount of these shield batteries, replenish the hits that they take, and come back fighting for more. So the longevity of this army from Puck is pretty extraordinary, as long as he doesn't get focus fire down too fast here, as the army for Scarlet continues to grow increasingly dangerous. Alright, so trying to find an angle here. These Stalkers, great micro coming out of Puck, though. He's microing back the injured ones, getting them to the safety of the shield batteries, while whittling down the forces of Scarlet as best as possible. Corrosive Biles haven't really landed here. In fact, that was close, though, but still dodging them effectively.
Yeah, the Puck's got...
micro on both sides. So finally, a Ravager blows up there. But she's making back injured ones as well.
Yeah. She's got a couple, well, he's got a couple on really red health too. But she's got a couple that are red and close to being picked up as well. Like, if she's gonna pick off some, it should be the ones that don't have shielding, because if you can get that down, for even a second, and you can get some damage on the stalkers, that's the one you gotta take out. So it's like both of them have to try and keep those red elf ones alive.
Oh yeah, we got that 6-minute warp
to do
on the way here.
6-minute warp.
I guess he feels
Next
good
is
enough
going
to
down
get
too.
Warp gate.
She should start mining over here. Here we go. This is a bit more of a push than we were used to seeing beforehand. She's not making any natural back at home. She's got her second base. That's all she needs.
Yeah, there's Corrosive Bile lands on one of those. Take down one of those stalkers at least, and might give her a little bit of opportunity. She has a lot of Raptors here going all the way back to the shield batters, but they don't last forever either. The front ones are running out of energy element. The only ones that have energy are further to the back, and she's actually trapped away from them. So getting cornered off. This is actually looking good at all for Puck here, as more roaches do join the party. I mean, these are slow enough. These stalkers
getting whittled down though
hits.
too.
I think
he's got to get back to the ones that have. Just let the front ones go.
Yeah, energy.
There's no energy up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he lost like 4 stalkers there, and in the end there, fighting up by the low energy shield batteries.
Yeah, that's what's pointing out. And then she cut him off actually, so he was away from the high energy ones and couldn't get back for some time. Now continuing to push forward. Corrosive Bile's going behind, but the expertly dodged one does manage to hit here on top of these stalkers. It's a minefield, as it were, and this time a couple more do connect. And one has, actually there's no energy, there's one on one of these left. That's about it, but more roaches join in, closing in these stalkers. They have almost nowhere to run. Corosive Bile's not going to land. One does, at least taking off the shields of these stalkers. Oh my God. This is such a close battle here, but the supplies are closing in, and that's actually going to end up being a lot better for Puck here. But recalling.
Just recalled his natural. I know, so funny.
He lost a stalker for it too.
You can see in the VIP.
Okay.
He just grabbed her natural back and almost took
for a second.
So she's ready to push out of this. She's done the damage she wants to. She can get the pylons up here. Yeah, 2 of those are empowered now. Talked about that earlier, actually. And, you know, it's 27 armor for Scarlet. There must be some back at home, too, I guess? No, I don't even... This is the Queens and... Well, I guess Ravs beef that number up pretty quickly.
They do. Okay,
here we go.
Pull some boys here to hold the line.
Yeah. Again, like, or made mineral patches, I guess, until his base comes up. No, they're still pretty good. You just, staying ahead. Is he actually gonna use his probes here to fight? Gotta break it right now, I guess? Or just to, you know what, just to get the pylons up, I guess. Maybe that's what it was. Once those guys are up.
Scarlet has been fighting from afar here. She hasn't really pushed up against the wall of Puck recently. Maybe she's gearing up for another push, but it's got to give Puck some breathing room, and that's breathing room he much needed. But he's pulling all his workers here. He's not
what the worker play is here. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't know when Scarlet's just gonna commit to the attack, and when she does, he needs
a recall. Yeah, but
he just used one.
I mean,
he has a ways to go before it's ready to go.
Not exactly sure what the probes are gonna really do. If you lose them, you're probably in a bad spot. Anyways, here's some lings on it. Oh, really nice force field. Oh, actually, no, some get slide through the side there. Probes are being pulled here.
Landing too on top of these sentries and stalkers. Those lings close that distance so well too. Wow. Actually trapping in some of these stalkers.
Let's see,
and this
pulled away from all shield batteries. Didn't matter. Look closer there at the end, but
it's a double-edged sword element because it's such a closed area there. Where's he supposed to run? He has to run to the side because he can't run backwards. Otherwise, the Corrosive Biles will land, and the shield batteries won't do anything after that. So he has to run to the side, and that's tough. I mean, that was a tough loss there for Puck, but Scarlet does take it. All right. Interesting stuff, to say the least. Was that game 1 or game 2? I don't remember anymore. It's classic me, I guess. And... Alright, anyway. I was mentioning something before, but I think Element was going to a meme. Anyway, what are those things you're showing anyway? I don't have the stream up because Matrix can't handle it. You say they're fails, right? What kind of fails?
Sometimes.
Or not fails, but disqualification. So it's from Olympics and sporting events, is what you're saying?
Yeah, just like where you... It's more of like an objection in football where the refs just had enough and stuff like that. And they're like, out of here.
Oh, okay.
But some of them are like,
oh, yeah.
You know, where it's there's no fault of the person, and then it's just like, DQ, you're out. so both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Awesome stuff. Guys, of course, hashtag FilthyDQ. Send us those tweets at hashtag FilthyDQ. May get your tweet posted on stream, of course. I think you had said you had that automatic, so it might just pop up in between games. I have no idea how he set that up, but it'll be pretty cool. Send us a picture of where you're watching tonight's stream. Whether you'd be at home, you're at late night school, you're at work, sticking it to the man, or in an extra dimension of some kind. But these are things we would like to see because I want to see other dimensions. And wouldn't everybody else? Of course they would. So send us a pic of that, and that's at hashtag FilthyDQ. And which, in the context of the ice cream, people were talking about Dairy Queen, so Filthy Dairy Queen. Yeah, that makes sense. Some people have probably seen a Filthy Dairy Queen from time to time, I guess. Every Dairy Queen I've ever been in has been super clean, though. Because nobody ever goes
DQ.
in.
And Dairy Queen, I put Dairy Queen in the logo. Put the DQ logo up there. In the middle.
Oh.
And replace the cup. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Dirty Dairy Queens. Bob has half of the... Oh, that's great.
Well, I'm just saying, DQ, because they were talking about ice cream in chat. And then it's all filthy DQ.
Somebody said they went and ate food at Dairy Queen. But it's like, and then Filthy Rick was like,
that's
no,
why they're getting it, because from...
The only thing you do
I'm saying.
at Dairy Queen is eat the blizzards. That's what I was saying.
I do. The flamethrower is not bad, though. The flamethrower burger, but and they have a couple other things that are okay. They have the worst fries though, and worst poutine I've ever had in my life. So that's really low on that list. There's that. Other than that, top notch. I know somebody was talking about Orange Julius as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dairy Queen owns Orange Julius. At least every location that we have here in Connectville has like an Orange Julius options too, and the like. Hey, we will be heading into our next one right away, guys, I guess. Although Element just went offline. You're restarting.
There's something weird with my... You want to chance it? I think maybe it might just been pinged to the server or whatever. The letters were taking a while to get there.
Alright, so Puck has a loss to his name in this series.
You know what the maps were?
Of course. Or 2-0. That was a... I had it with 2-0, right? Yeah, because Puck didn't win.
See the maps there, Bob?
Oh. What, maps?
Yeah, what's the first map?
Oh, what's the first map? I don't know.
Yeah, you're in the chat with everybody else.
I'm not in the chat. I don't know what the chat is on the Asian server.
You're in the Gauntlet chat. What? See you right there in the chat. What's the map?
The Gauntlet chat in... You mean in StarCraft?
Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
Oh, my god. There we are. Okay. Oh, I wasn't actually in there, so give me a break. Alright. Odyssey. Are they... Odyssey,
which one has the minus?
Fire,
Ones that don't have the minus, tell me the first one.
Oh, okay, then, ones that don't have the minus, this is how it works. Catalyst is first. And then second is Neon Violet Square. And that's all they have so far. I mean, that's all they have. Now
what are the other four that aren't? Yeah, figure it out after.
Well, the other four, Odyssey, Abyssal Reef, Fire, and Blackpink all have the minus signs on them. And that's what it says. And let's hope it goes back further, but no, that's from a previous one. Very cool. Alright guys, let's do this again. Almost $3,000 prize pool for this event. We're at $2,873. Really, it'd be sick if we get to 3,000 at some point. Because again, we continue on tomorrow with the semifinals and the finals too. So we have lots of time to get there, and I believe we will. That'll be just insane. Thank you guys so much for contributed to support these awesome players providing great games to us. That is a ton of money. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, that's a lot. That'll help them out so much, living the dream, supporting them and doing what they're doing, so we as fans can enjoy it. Their art in form. And it'll be pretty cool to see where they go from here. There's lots of stuff happening, actually, Element, in the future, especially for 2018. Lots of big stuff there, too. Do we have anything to talk about in that regard at all? Or are we allowed to? I don't even know. I don't know what the rules are. But,
I think tomorrow is the...
Tomorrow? Okay. Is the day?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Alright, cool. Yeah, lots of big plans in StarCraft. It'll be pretty cool, too, to see what goes down. Now, in the current scene, as we have it, it's in the lull time between the WCS and seasons, essentially. There's a lot of qualifiers going on right now, too, but the GSLs have yet to kick up and beyond. So we have a discovery period now where these players are still molding the meta. I alluded to this earlier on before. And I've grown over the years to appreciate this time, because what we see now won't be what we see in 3 weeks. Not exactly. If you're paying, if you notice how they're reacting, they may use similar builds, but it's two different things. It's just the way that the meta works, and it's so fast right now. Just within, we especially notice when we're doing the Filthy Cups from week to week on Fridays, and then you see the same players, so you really get a good idea of how the meta is shifting, because you're seeing the same players going against each other on a weekly basis, sometimes multiple times a week, because we do other opens too. So it's fast, let me tell you that. If you guys haven't noticed, it's pretty cool. And I cannot wait to see what players like this, how they distillate all that into the purest form of StarCraft. And I think that's what we're on the verge of observing right now. Let's do this.
This is true. Just saw that SA2 Fool's been hogging all the tweet space. Guys, if you want to get the tweet up here, you even send some pictures too with the tweets, it'll go up on screen. Hashtag DQ'd is what you gotta put in the tweet. Go ahead and send that out, throw it up on screen, everything will be cool.
Disqualified.
Okay, you can go ahead and let you take this one away, Bobby.
Oh, thank you. To the southeast side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Puck. And to the northwest side of the map, we have the red Terran player, affectionately called the kitchen sink Terran. It is special.
You know that time where you were a jerk?
I'm gonna say that until it catches on.
It was right now.
What?
Yeah. And you didn't follow the regular pathing for our poor observer, Chad C. We had to throw up an intro for you. Yeah.
I don't know what you're saying.
You know that time. It just happened.
Oh. Sure. Whatever you say.
Alright. Anyways.
Anyway, we do a
Here's what we got, Bobby.
making its way across the map here.
No, doesn't matter.
All right,
we got a cyclone, and we got concussive shells. Now, I don't know about you, but when you're slowed and you're getting shot in the face by a cyclone, you're having a bad day. Very bad day.
Yeah, a very bad day.
This stalker's gotta watch out.
Especially this poor stalker. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, concussive shells
back home.
Down,
Oh my god.
Still.
DT's Shrine. We're...
That's actually pretty good.
Well, I'm thinking this is actually Fear Dragon. This barcode is actually Fear Dragon. We've been lied to.
It's Fear Dragon, no doubt.
We saw him try to go DTs in Game 1 versus Scarlet, and it was like, you know what? This series is already over. I'm gonna prepare for Major and not make DT, or Special, and not make DTs in Game number 2. Because that would give it away for the next series. So didn't make DTs in Game number 2. Threw us off the scent, but now we know. It's Fear Dragon. Concussive Shells is done, Bobby. That means anything that gets shot, stalker-wise, probably dead. Oh god. That stalker's been shot.
Oh yeah, he's focusing on the
targeted
stalkers.
too. Super
Didn't
dead.
care about the workers. Oh, the workers do get a surround on one Marauder though, but does take down a stalker as well. That Cyclone still left untouched. 4
one
kills.
Attack unit. Okay, well, he should get across the map. The Dark Shrine's going to finish up here. If you can get the Warp Prism just off the side there, warp in 1 or 2 DTs, you don't only have to use them defensively. Also, the Marauder shots here are projectiles, so you can micro against that. Puck can do it. That's for sure. There we go. We're seeing it happen now.
Before. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dark Templars warped in. I mean, he has the jig is up, I guess. Gotta use it. Oh my god! Well, you could use the warp prism like this to power them, but that would have stopped the warping of the DT and depowered the gates, all of them. That was a half second there either way, or well, only one way really would have changed it. But yeah, it just needed a little more earlier there, and this game would have been over. So pretty cool.
Interesting that Special did decide to retreat. He didn't want to actually contest this. He did have scans available.
DT.
FYI.
Don't play that game. Yeah, but then a second DT comes up, and then you just wasted money.
Yeah, that's true. There's always opportunity for more available. Now back at home, when we got this bunker, a siege tank, more repairing the injured Cyclones too. I mean, how are you going to break this? It's going to be a tough call here for Puck to make, as he's going to get a force field on the ramp. Okay, that's a start right there, but the force field's getting pretty low in health. There's one Cyclone in the high ground being chased by one DT. That the force field's not going to last forever, but there's a lot more where they came from.
Shells.
The DT takes down the Cyclone. Oh, the DT's still alive. It's so close. Oh, yeah, the tank gets it. Alright, but still, can't get up with the large portion of his army to the main base.
You know what, actually, 4 Marines, 1 tank. Maybe a stand and bang with the DTs in here, I guess, I don't know. Wow, the micro on the DT was pretty nice. Now it's probably the time to go home. Well, DT's doing some work, though. I guess you can pick him up. Oh god. Forcing on lots of scans.
Oh, he lets the DTs die.
Decent. I guess. Even though it's 3 CCs.
Well, the indirect damage, that was a lot of scans element. That cannot be understated here. And there was a lot of workers, all things considered, too. Went down. 6, in fact. But Puck was fighting from behind. He's out, yeah. Didn't do as much damage. The fact that he was fighting from behind, he took a risk with the DTs in general, but took too much damage before they became an issue on the field, and thus nullifying the attack that he did. Imagine if he was playing somebody else, not the kitchen sink Terran, perhaps. And
game number 2,
that Terran might have been in a
2?
World of hurt. Map number 2 is let's see here. Would have been a neon violet square.
It's probably veto number 2. It's all just a lie.
Probably no. Well, they literally said it though. It's like, and second, the special, and then neon violet square was the answer from Puck. So that's as clear cut as it gets. Otherwise, I would doubt myself. There's no map 3 listed though, so that's where things get iffy.
Yeah, we'll have to ask it that time.
It is.
Like, man, these guys are on their stuff. And the last one we have to ask. Never mind, they just got lucky.
Well, you're the one that logged out mid-game or whatever. I guess you had a glitch or something, but still. Alright. Anyway, we're in the lobby now, guys, ready to get going. In game number 2, a Special versus Puck. Puck is on the back foot element. He's already lost 1 series versus Scarlet, and decisively so. And he's down 1 game versus Special. He loses here, he's out. I mean, that's actually kind of crazy, too. But I mean, Special and Scarlet still have to play, right, to determine who they face off in the next round.
For who faces Neve, basically.
Yeah.
And who faces Jon Snow. I mean, even... No, well, actually, I guess... Like, what if Special wanted to... I don't know. It's tricky. I guess you could just forfeit a match or something, really.
Plus, I want to see Special versus Scarlet, so shut your face.
Puck versus Scarlet went 2-0, yeah? Right? Like,
yes.
0-2. So...
Yes.
Yeah, I guess they'd have to face off for who gets... Yeah. Who gets to face Neve and who gets to face Jon Snow.
Alright then.
Makes sense.
Cool.
I mean, that's a big thing, too. It's a pretty big match.
What are you saying?
Okay, we're going to... I'm saying Neve won 3 WCS last year. He's a scary dude. I don't want to face that man. Yeah, I feel like I didn't go the opposite way at all. I'm like, I'll stay away from that.
Dreams.
Yeah. There's a lot of souls that have been crushed by Neve, okay? So you just
can't. Oh, but Jon Snow is the destroyer of Jade. we do.
Yes.
Anyway, let's get into this one.
Take it away, Bobby.
All right, then. To the southeast side of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is Puck! And to the east side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is Special.
Look, the same button twice.
He's also in the northwest. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Making sure it works.
Yeah. He's also putting the racks down. Oh, hold on. Shades of Naniwa and Polt here. He's hearing the Chowd screaming. The Chowd. Crowd.
The Chowd. The Chowd.
Yeah.
It's Chowd.
This is a proxy tech lab here, so is there going to be a Ghost Academy, or is there going to be... no, just Marauders with concussions. So I don't know if this works when you scout it. I feel like just putting up a, as soon as possible, one of those healer McDudes should deal with this.
The healer McDudes, that should be our new name for that.
Yeah, that is one pylon though. It's a scary single pylon to have. Puts the second pylon back further, that's a interesting call. This Marauder really doesn't need to be back here, you could walk straight up the ramp this time. Letting the two Stalkers come out is actually an interesting call.
Well, he has slow on the way element, and you were very... Or did
already done.
Did it finish? Already?
Yeah.
Okay, look
that's
at
fast.
that.
Yeah, it's
there
fast.
you go.
This is a shield battery coming out. Now, if you pulled like 4 probes with this, I feel like just be able to shut it down instantly. Now that the bunker is up, changes things. I guess the warp prism would be
with
nice.
the bunker done, this does at least deny a natural base going down anytime soon. I mean, that's to say that Special has a plan on taking the natural, which he does. He's
build his
not
probe.
following up with his attack anymore.
To get enough supply to build this warp prism, he really wants to get across the map, or he's gonna micro show us an absolute no. That's a sentry, Bobby. This guy's going across the map.
He is. He'd be going across that map,
I thought he was
and
gonna
that's a
show
lot
us
of army
some-
that Special does not have across that map.
Some miraculous micro against this gate bunker down here. It's been a long day, people. Against this bunker down here, not taking a single shot, but maybe that's too much to ask. Yeah, he's just going. I guess the sentry is here to make sure nothing comes up the ramp. We're warping ready. Interesting that it's an observer before an immortal.
Cyclone
Send
spots
us
it though.
to Marauders.
Cyclone actually forces
Cyclone's gonna
this
die
attack
though,
to
maybe.
disengage. Nah, it should be fine. Might even get back home here. We have Liberator actually in production too behind this as well. Gonna lock down. It might even start the hunt down. Said.
Oh no, the map.
Warp prism.
Oh, the map. Oh goodness. Those valuable seconds when this attack's going
little
across the map.
hologram things.
Neon violet squares, of course.
Touche. Touche.
2 more
the
cyclones are
attack
gonna
is
pop
going to be
here.
attacking or hitting this natural base, which will be forced to cancel. I don't suspect
That's
you'll be able
enough,
to save
though.
this.
I mean,
trying to step down
he
that
didn't have his
warp
own
prism,
natural
that's what
down.
happened.
Okay, one cyclone gets the depot. It even danced inside the range of this liberator. Second depot, that's interesting. And now it's looking scary. Vicar was real.
I mean, yeah,
Blinded
there's
Vicar.
more stalkers just warp, and of course they're going to go up this ramp underneath the freedom zone though. They're going to try to focus down that Liberator as fast as possible. No mass heal on that. That would have been a game changer if he did, but the Viking does land, and that they are pretty good against stalkers too. You cannot underestimate them, especially with the boys tanking some of that damage. Only 2 SCVs in fact lost so far, with the Cyclones continuing on their high DPS ways.
Oh, no.
So close! Oh, the game again! Yes! Oh, one shot
Wow.
left, and he got it. The War Prism has fallen.
Yeah.
And that's that.
He's gonna go break the bunker back at home, but that was highly unfortunate. It was just a slight push back. You know, missed micro, I guess. He wanted to click to pick up his stalker. Instead, he clicked the ground. Warp Prism went back. That's what I think I saw there. And then all the units shot at once because they had it in range. Special wasn't ready for that. He's gonna break down his ramp here. Now you gotta remember, CC is about halfway down on the inside. I guess 3/4 here, but it's not on position in location or anything like that. Oh, the force field! He wants to get these. Stalkers are faster than Marauders, so he should be able to catch no matter what.
Yeah. It's the carcass now.
Alright, time to
They're
re-up.
pushing
We
across
have
the
another
map
warp prism.
again.
Yeah, we do. It's already done. Round 2. What's he
Take on the observer, but well, maybe he's
I guess he saw the army and it's like, well, that's not going to work. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't take a Nexus back at home.
Would you think this would work against this many Cyclones? Oh man, you cannot underestimate the DPS of this thing. We talk about this every single week. We're casting games. We often just, deep inside, you're like, nah. Oh wait, holy cow, the whole army's dead because of Cyclones.
Yeah, but Bob, what do we say?
Especially Stalkers.
What do we say about Protoss, Bobby?
Go full Protoss.
You got to Protoss harder. I imagine there's a chance. You know what? Say he takes these, there's 2 of them. 2 sentries up the ramp, pretends he's trying to force field off the ramp, warps in, but it's a fake warp in. And then he warps the units inside the base. Or sentries them inside the base of force fields. There's always another opportunity, Bobby. Now here we go, he's going to try and lock some down in front and pick them up. This is, the rock here is a hard location. A couple zealots in front. There's it's like 20 extra DPS on armored units from these Cyclones. Now, that being said, Guardian Shield is actually massive. It's a massive deal against Cyclones. Like, they're not that strong when you got a Guardian popped. There it is.
There's no Guardian going down, forced to lift up the expansion, even running away. Some of his Cyclones here against these Zealots. They close that distance. The bunker's still left alive though, and the DPS continue to rain down. Oh, the Cyclones, but the supply is starting to plummet here for...
That's
he did! Come on, GG! Oh, Puck! Broke through Specials Forces, and Forces next game. Wow. Ties up 1-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I believe, man. I believe. I mean, again, it was also a proxy play that did no direct damage, too. Must keep that in mind from Special. And then all Puck did was just go full Protoss, as you recommend.
What's the last map?
So,
we don't know it.
Well, that's the unfortunate part.
No.
Deep inside, we're hoping there was just end game 2. Alright, well, vetoes were Odyssey, Abyssal, Ire, and Black Pink. Catalyst was first, second was Neon Violet Square. You do the math.
Battle on the Boardwalk?
Battle on the Boardwalk would have to be, right? Because that would be the only last map, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Good guess.
Well, I just looked at the remaining maps, and there's only one. No guesses to be had.
Yeah.
Oh god, battle on the Boardwalk between these two to determine...
I know!
Well, that was put Major in a sticky situation against Scarlet. Like, if Major falls against Puck here, first off, we'd have... Like, Scarlet would be... Unless she loses... maybe she loses 2-1. I think she'd still be... I don't want to talk about the numbers. I tried this before. Math on stream, let's not do it. But it would make things interesting. That's for sure. It would make things more than who faces Neeb. It would be who... if Major's in the tournament tomorrow. Which is pretty huge. Okay. We're gonna invite Puck here.
Alright. Let's take a look at chat here real quick as we head into game number 3 of this best of 3. Puck versus Special. Interesting. Next will be Special versus Scarlet. Just for your information, guys. I'm really excited for that one too. As I said before, big fans of both players, but their play style. I mean, games with Scarlet or Major or Special rather are games that you just, or what you show your friend if you want to introduce them to StarCraft, because they're just crazy. They're really good examples of what is possible in StarCraft 2, in my opinion. They may not understand the finer points of it, but you can get the idea of when frenetic action happens all over the place. And Puck is really taking it to... he took it to Special in that second game, decisively so, and I like that. That's determination and executed perfectly. As you pointed out too, that Guardian Shield made a huge difference, forcing, in fact, a large portion of those Cyclones to disengage and pull back. And the numbers were just there for Puck. And we're in the lobby, still waiting on these players to get going into this last game of this series. This is the I Got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational. Of course, we have 6 players battling out. We did Group 1, of which Jon Snow and Neeb made it out, and Kelzer was eliminated. So we have Jon Snow and Neeb in the semifinals, and still yet to determine who will make it out of this group into greet them there for tomorrow. Of course, it's a 2-day event. Nearly a $3,000 prize pool, guys. Nearly $3,000. How crazy is that? And that's people in the community donating. Of course, it started off with Filthy Rake himself throwing down $1,000. Plus, there's another $1,000 donation, a $500. There's just so many crazy stuff happening there too. If you guys want to add that prize pool, just type !Matcherino in chat. Link will pop up. You could add to the prize pool. Makes the lives of these guys living the dream, and we're living it through them. Makes their lives easier possible and gives them motivation and support. And so every bit counts. Thank you guys so much for that. But we're in the game.
I just got a message from the founding founder of this tournament here. He says Bob's been discounting my 1,000 by 90% too many times. He's fired. Cool hundy is what you want to say, but you gotta say 10 hundies. That's what you gotta say.
I just got myself
100 times 10.
But the volatile American, renowned for his on-court tantrums, received 3 code violations. One for intimidating a lineswoman.
Disqualified.
Alright, take it away. You know, the quality's better now.
Alright then, to the...
I guess people are dropping off. And, the free side goes cheaper. Anyways, take it away, Bobby. Come on now. Distracting people.
To the northeast side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Puck! And to the northwest side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Special. Alright, battle on the boardwalk. I mean, if you don't like this map, man, I don't know. I mean, some people may not like it to play on, but just look at it. How cool is this? Like, look at all this water.
Somebody?
It's also the details in the water. Isn't it so cool?
Kill somebody.
Who's gonna poke what?
Drilled them hard. Oh my god, what is this probe from Puck doing? He's gonna get a kill. Oh!
Oh!
Oh,
He's gonna
what
pay
a
for it,
boss.
but you know what? Worth it. He's going to the next life, a happy probe.
Yeah, this actually, you know what? Mage's worker wants to get back in there now. Never mind, he saw a stalker being chronoed. Forget that. I'm out of here. I'll go make a proxy Stargate down here. You tell him. And by Stargate, I mean Starport. Okay, Reaper coming in. And I get a probe here. That stalker's crossing the map already. But I don't... you know what, actually, after getting that kill, Bobby, can we call that first probe a hero? The amount of delay that happened there? Let's just actually see how close this is here on the other side.
Definitely. I mean, to be fair though, I mean...
Let's not be fair.
There are 2 kills to this Reaper.
That's not fair, Bobby.
3 kills, rather.
There we go. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He just delayed the command center by about the amount of time that an SCV would take to get down the ramp. And there's more stalkers coming across the map, Bobby. In fact, this Reaper. Better watch out. Better not shout. Really better not cry, Bobby.
We do a proxy factory coming out from...
oh yeah, it turned out I said Stargate, but made a factory. It's not fair. Well, that Reaper, that cheeky mind there, trying to blow back the stalker into range. What do you think? Widowmine's down here, or more cyclones?
Maybe more cyclones.
Yeah,
thinking more cyclones.
When in doubt, cyclones, and more cyclones.
So he's gonna go for a pretty heavy attack here. He does have a natural base that's done. Just now mining does special. So Puck, for his position, doesn't feel under any imminent danger from what he's seen on the other side of the map. He knows that the timing attack is all likely. He knows who he's against. It's the first time he's faced against special. And with this amount of units out, I mean, he does have to be pretty careful. I'd like to see some shield batteries go down or something.
Force field though on the ramp
some
here.
More sentries.
You know, trying to come through that seems like a old move. Whoa! He's a cyclone coming from somewhere where cyclones shouldn't be coming from. I'm gonna go down. Oh no! Never mind.
Well, you might have just thought they were rallied there. Now caught off guard here is the large portion of Puck's forces to pull the boys here. Get a good force field too. Actually, splitting off a lot of the army. Those cyclones gonna try to get as much damage as possible, but they will get taken out fairly quickly. But not before 6 probes.
Has he lost an army unit yet?
The stalkers are. Oh,
well, Stalker doesn't count. Hold on, let me just see this unit lost here. Okay, he lost a sentry before that. Well, he lost 9 probes, but no army. Other than that. Well, I mean, the sentry we talked about, but other than that. Other than the things he lost nothing, Bobby. Think about that for a second.
That's standard.
Zealot warped in here.
Standard element logic.
This, Cyclone...
This is a huge attack.
Yeah, he's attacking on both sides, actually. One Cyclone can end the game.
Well, he is met by a 1 Stalker and a Zealot, so I think Puck should be fine, but the real question is, will Special be able to hold? The bunker is now broken, only 1 Cyclone left. The abilities are actually putting some work, too, as best as possible. Anyway, will force disengagement from Puck, so I say he will be fine, or will he be fine? I think he might be. I think the number of abilities...
The thing is...
They don't have any upgrades, though.
Blink's
they're
about halfway through here. Even with 3 Stalkers, you don't let this man have Blink. He's switching to the tanks.
No, really?
Actually getting out of the Cyclones.
The Cyclone game, not a bad choice. Siege up that tank and will shut this attack down real hard. And also, I gotta admire the fact that he's had 2 SCVs repairing that Cyclone the whole time.
Banged.
So it just hasn't died for the longest times here. Not a whole lot of kills, but it's done a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So it's evened out for the most part. Maybe even a slight advantage to Special overall. I have to say, army supplies not too different. Work count also even, again, favors the Terran player in that regard. Back at home too here for Special. He has the bunker, 2 siege tanks available, and a single Cyclone. Who needs anything else on?
I think the fact that Puck's going all the way in on Blink here, when it's mech he's facing, is pretty unfortunate. At least it looks like mech. How many factories do we have? Oh, more barracks coming up now though. Wait, oh yeah, this is wait a minute. This Hellion's actually inside the gold base tunnel area. Oh, this is a cheeky. Oh my goodness, this could get a lot of probes if he doesn't realize this is happening. and 4 Hellions roll in.
Yeah.
Oh, high ground.
That's actually pretty funny. We'll see if that comes into play here before Puck tries to end this game. Well, he has no reinforcing options, right? There's no warpism here. I'm not mistaken about that. So, he gets a couple tank shots to the face. A lot of the shields are pretty low on these Stalkers. He's trying to find an angle behind the natural base. He does have Blink, but now he's kind of cornered element. The siege tanks are actually repositioning themselves to trap in the Stalkers. There's no to run.
He's always got
no
recall.
To hide. That siege tank sieges up and
my
gets
God,
their shots off. Oh, so many Stalkers are going down. Okay, so he's going to break the first siege tank, but the bunker's putting good damage too. Oh no.
Okay. Where the hell
that didn't work out.
No.
They're just sitting here. Just go in. Breeze enough.
Okay, now they're going.
There he is.
You got the recall though.
Here we go.
You could recall his probes to his
barbecue.
Natural. No.
Oh, they're lining up. Some of them are lining up anyway. Oh, it's looking pretty dire for our pro. This is a glimmer of hope. Almost looked like he could do it, but somehow Special claws this one
now.
Back firmly in his favor. Now Puck is not dead yet.
Yeah, don't take the glimmer away.
An uphill battle. Yeah,
glimmer where it is.
36 probes.
Got a third base.
45 SCVs. Hope and a dream. That's true.
I've seen worse.
Over 3/4 of the way done. I have. I mean, I've definitely seen worse, but most of the time in that position, the person loses, so it's not necessarily a good thing. You know?
Well, it's not good. It's not over till it's over there. Okay, this factory has to die.
Rock?
I'm gonna go look after I see this factory die.
Factory. Well, we got the scout at DQ'd. We just confirmed the 3rd base was up and produced those 3 hero Hellions that died for the good cause. Alright, he's on siege. He looks like he might want to push across the map here. He's actually just going to reclaim that watchtower, or solidify his position at the watchtower, rather. He is Special, siege up his tanks.
Yeah. Interesting place. I mean, the Stalkers here could actually go around and cancel his 3rd, and it looks like what they're going to try and do here, too. What's he got? DTs again. Bobby? You can always believe in a man with the DT. There's always a chance for that man.
I do.
And there is.
I believe in mechanics.
Missile
I believe in Fear Dragon. I believe.
But there's no missile turret in the main. Okay. And let's say this CC gets cancelled here, and let me tell you, it's gonna get cancelled. If he goes in all, you gotta go hard though. You can't go halfway.
No, you gotta dive right in. Even Huck Blink it.
There you go.
No, he doesn't even need to. Just a fast
now
cancel
there
here
is
Special. But this will just trigger Special to go across the map though. So
less scan.
What they say? You play play stupid games, win stupid prizes or something. So that's how I always think about like when I attack and it triggers them to attack and kill me. Like, oh, dang it.
He's gonna lose his warp prism
into my head. That's almost what's happening right now.
Oh, he keeps it alive. That was really close. He needs the DT back at home. Where'd the DT's friend? Must be done. Alright, there they are. He recalls home. He gets the DT's ready instead.
Alright,
this is a pretty cool stim from Major.
He forced a recall, but he's just going to consolidate his forces back at home here, or I should say in the middle of the map, rather. And continuing to push across the map is special once his forces are all as one.
Does he know the DTs are a thing?
Right?
He's saving his scans. Oh, wait, no, he just used them. Kind of.
He has still
one of them.
He has lots of scans available, actually. He should be more than fine in that regard. Now he's sieging up that natural base, forced to retreat the workers. An awkward position. Again, it's only Blink Stalkers against so much stimmed bio.
I was told Blink Stalkers are really good now.
And siege tanks supporting them too.
I've been lied to.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, never mind. Hold on.
Oh, they're all dead. Too good. GG's called special. Eliminates Puck in this event. Of course, this event is I got DQ'd from PyeongChang, PyeongChang Invitational. By the way, Element, how to pronounce that? I did my research and I practiced.
I was thinking
earlier today.
I was thinking you did that too.
I was saying PyeongChang earlier on, like some weirdo. It's actually kind of funny. It's watching a newscast, and there was like literally the YouTube video was like how to pronounce PyeongChang. It was like some newscast from Texas or something, and it said, so I was told and taught how to say it properly, and then she just goes PyeongChang. I'm like, that's so funny because that's how you're not supposed to pronounce it. I mean, the difference may be negligible to some people, I guess, but I like to try to put an effort into saying words properly. But so I went through multiple sources, and the official NBC Olympic sources for their broadcasting team recommends that you say it as PyeongChang, and that's what I did. Spent quite some time doing it. Gotta give respect, man. That's all I gotta say. So that means we'll be going into Scarlet versus Special, guys, which is probably the last series of the day, right? That's how it works. So both these players are already qualified for the semifinals, but they have to determine who will they face against, either Neeb or Jon Snow, and that's what this match will figure out. So the final best of 3 of the day will be coming up right away, and this is going to be a barn burner, to say the least. I mean, Special, one of the most exciting players that you guys have seen, really cool player, and Scarlet, I need say no more. It's going to be awesome indeed. Again, another big shout out to Filthy Rake. You follow him on Twitter, guys. He started this event. He made this whole thing possible. And follow him on Twitter, @Damon Knight. That's @DAMEN Knight. That's Knight with a K. As in Knights of the Round Table. Old noble knight. Oh, white knight. That's what it is, guys. Do show him some love. He's the co-owner of Psystorm Gaming. He created Filthy NA Cup series, which we've been casting for the last year, every single Friday, and he does so much more for the community as well. All-around awesome person, passionate for StarCraft and the community. He's the one who came in. It's like, you know what? I'm going to throw $1,000 on this event. Let's make this happen. Other people chimed in as well. Speaking of which, Element, guess what? We have reached $3,000 prize pool for this event. Thank you guys so much. That means we had Goth Girl Games came in with a $127 donation to make it even $3,000. And the message from Goth Girl Games was $3,000 total. Yay. Yay indeed. Thank you guys so much. Unbelievable stuff. That is a massive achievement. $3,000 prize pool. Oh, that's exciting. It makes me excited because I know it makes these players excited, and it makes them hyped up too. And if they're happy, I'm happy, because then they're going to continue on doing what we're doing and improving. They have motivation, and I'm going to get more StarCraft out of it. Selfish as it may sound, but yeah, I want to see more StarCraft. I want to see these players continue to put out their best games and increase their skill level and continue on living the dream that is StarCraft 2 Esports Pro life. And I'm just that stoked. Thank you so much, Goth Girl Games, for taking it over the edge with that $127 donation to Matcherino, guys. You can continue to add to the prize pool as well, guys, should you feel so inclined. I definitely recommend it. That's !Matcherino in chat. A link will pop up, and you can help add to the prize pool to support these 6 players. And this is just mind-boggling. I mean, because we had crazy stuff. We had, obviously, Filthy Rake with the 1,000, Carly Fish with the 500 as well. Then another 1,000 was given by Meeson, or Mescyn? Mescyn. I apologize for the unpronunciation of your name. And but yeah, $1,000 donation as well earlier on.
Hey, did you leave the score screen?
Near when the event was first announced. I'm joining in. Okay. Neon Violet Square, guys, is map number 1 here. We're heading there right now. And we had some $50 donations, 10, 5s, other $100 donations like Lib75 and Baldrov with the Hundy, and I mean, that's crazy. That's good. I'm so stoked for these players. It's awesome. Awesome stuff. And thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in and supporting the scene as it is because, yeah, man. StarCraft, best game. Best scene, too. And we've been fans for a long time. We've only been actively participating as casting since 2015, end of 2014, but really seriously in 2015, near the beginning of that. And you begin to love the community even more and more once you become more involved with it, because otherwise it's another person in the community, a lurker more than anything else, with grand plans that never came to fruition due to different circumstances. But always the passion runs deep, and you see these players as they develop and how they win their championships, the rise and fall, but all the time there's been this this through current throughout this whole history that connects everything, and that's the community. And we've had the trolls, we've had the the BM moments here and there, and the uprisings as any community does. But I think we've been distilled to the best there is, and you guys are the best there is. So thank you so much for that. All right, guys, I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element as always. You can follow us on Twitter as well @GauntletSCT. We cast a whole bunch of StarCraft as well, a whole bunch of different events. We just did the Filthy Global Cup earlier today on our Gauntlet channel. And we're casting this one today and tomorrow here on the Filthy Rake channel. Do hit up that follow button here on Twitch TV. You're notified when this channel goes live.
I'm just saying, but aren't there examples where it works?
Matt, you don't even, you're glib. You don't even know what. Here's the problem. You don't know the history of psychiatry. I do. I don't want to compare things. I just say.
I don't mean that.
No, because but what it is, it's that thing where you just, in life, when it just happens, man.
Talking about this relationship with
disqualified.
Okay. I don't know how to express it, but
what?
We're ready to go here, Bob. I don't know. Blame Bob, guys. Ready to go. Take it away, Bobby.
Right. I have no idea what's going on. To the southeast side of the map, we have the pink Zerg player. Hailing from Canuckville, Canada, it is Scarlet. And to the northwest side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. Hailing from Mexico, it is Special. All right.
Starting to Blackpink
one
here.
We've been really what? Neon Violet.
Neon Violet Square, Bobby. Come on now, just because the pink stuff all over the map.
It has.
It's dark.
Similar color scheme.
It's the same map.
Theme is.
Come on now.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Just because A-Box made one and A-Box made the other doesn't mean it's the same map. Is that a proxy Stargate? Starport?
You like the detail in this map, though. It is. Your wish
wait.
has been granted, Helmet.
The details of this proxy Starport here. That would be pretty nice.
No, I'm just like the details of this map. We got like Rob's guns. And
okay.
That's what he was mentioning.
Here's the
Supernova Men's Club. This guy with a waving sign of like takeout.
Everybody knows about this by now. So cool. But here's the deal, Bobby. Yeah. Will this be proxy battle cruisers? Yes or no?
No. No.
If you're gonna pull out the craziest build, you gotta pull it out in game 1.
But that's. But I don't know if I remember Special ever building a battle cruiser. I'm trying to think. I don't think we've ever seen a game.
Always first.
He might have, just not games we've casted. So,
there was a time when Huck hadn't built a 4-gate yet. And then look what happened. Built a career off 4-gate.
Then he couldn't stop.
Yeah. Then he lost his mind forgating. Oh well.
Got the code S for forgate.
Yeah. God, that took him. Proxy Battlecruiser can take you just aside. No, actually, never mind. He's loaded up and he's ready to go for Hell Spreaders. Are they Junker type? What? Oh no, they're just regs.
No, they're normies. Element. They are gonna dive into this main base. A fast reaction though from Scarlet does pull them away in time. Actually, she's kind of coming back. Oh, they're all lined up too. No, what are they doing?
Oh my god!
Focus them down. 11 workers falling. Oh, and they all live. All the aliens are still alive.
That is
they can actually dive in and get those lings too, and they do get some more ling kills and then run away. Unbelievable. What?
Wow. He's not done yet either. This is,
well, it was. Yeah.
The attention he gives to like 20 drops, he's now putting that into one single drop, and you actually got to get over here, because if you don't, he'll come and kill you again. What is the second drop coming up? Is this another thing of Hellions? Is that what I'm seeing here? A Liberator. Well, this is what we said would happen, and it's happening. So, let's come down the middle here.
Right now.
More Hellions. Yes, that's what's happening. Again, we said this would happen, and it's happening.
We did.
Yeah.
Scott's very good at defending overall, but Ishii, I mean, against Kitchen Sink, it's difficult for pretty much every player. A lot of queens here, and trench users are pretty good, but the Hellbats are engaged.
A spore,
and
too.
will continue to push forward. That Liberator needs to... okay, there we go. Pulls back just a little bit with those Hellbats. Kills one queen finally here, and this allows the Hellbat to give a little bit of room and kill some workers. So actually, did it get cleaned up to the north? And there's something up there too, but...
Yeah, the Lings clean them up.
Nonetheless,
what do we lose here?
Scarlet survives, and she's in a good position.
Yeah. Didn't she lose 11? Yeah, so 4 more workers. Only 1 queen, couple, yeah, not bad. Now, can we get a replay on that first? Where's Chad? Chuck, you send that up for us? Thanks, Chad.
Yeah.
That's it. That was the wrong button, Chad. In fact, you've broken everything. Come on now. You went jump.
Fast reaction, though, from Scarlet does pull them away in time. Actually, she's kind of coming back. Oh, they're all over. Focus them down. 11 workers falling.
That was a roasting. Okay, these two aliens gonna come across the map. Probably just try to clean up some creep, I would expect. I mean, you gotta do that with Scarlet, or else it's already a given that it's gonna be going. There we go. Every time we're getting a shot at the front here. Oh, it makes it. Did he pay attention? Does he know that he can shoot his own? Did he look at it? I guess he probably didn't. It's unfortunate.
Maybe just.
That's gonna go ahead and get across the map now.
Yeah.
Are these 4 Banelings gonna try and wiggle towards the? Is this gonna happen? This isn't gonna happen, right? Is this gonna happen? Okay. Well.
Paying attention
where
now
did these other 4 Banelings come from?
There's another drop, a double drop, and that's a lot of Marines element making their way across the map. Now these could very well just be custodial Marines to clear up some of this creep, as they do pass over some of it. Or are they spotted? I think they might have been. So
these are not custodial.
Boost right into the main base. No, they're assassin Marines on it.
In your face, Marines.
Going for it. Actually, gonna go for the upgrades. Oh, this is gonna be pretty huge.
Marines.
Well, the 1/1 attack upgrades are not quite yet done, but now focus down on some of these Banelings instead. Doing a good job in that, but that medevac is really low in health, but he still manages to get away. Does special.
Alright, people. They are both in your base Marines and
there's always time for that later.
Your creep Marines. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real question is
Dual purpose.
Yeah. Who allowed innovation into this when it was supposed to be for the disqualified players?
Yeah.
It's not supposed to happen.
This is from North America and stuff. America.
Another drop coming. Would you believe it? If I told you there's another drop coming.
Would I believe it? Who's playing? Oh, special? Okay, yeah. I think so. And it is making its way. It's going to be spotted by an Overlord, though. A Spore Crawler is in sort of position. He's just going to boost right by it. He gives no cares in the world. In fact, he's... Oh, there he goes. He does dive into the main base. Thought he could go straight for that pocket expansion instead, but he's finding a good position. Okay, mine, burrow. Do something, bro. Okay, get a good hit. Okay, no, he's not burrowed. Oh, no, it gets taken out. The mine does nothing, but still, he keeps all his Marines alive. He's going to go to that pocket expansion, being very annoying in this map. You got to actually go quite a ways to get to that ramp to contest this. In the meantime, big push in the middle of the map element, but the Banelings are actually getting some pretty good connects on some of the Marines, but there's more where that came from.
16 drones died
potential
in the back
base.
there. See you now.
Oh, Bane hits! Oh! Actually, mine hit on the Banes, rather. Just blew up. Great mine hit there from Special, taking him into a solid lead. Gonna essentially eliminate the mining at the pocket expansion, also at the 4th on the low ground, and he's not done yet. He's scanning high ground here. 7 workers died. Okay, now he's kind of clumped up. The Banelings are going to clear up most of the rest. The Queens are, in fact, taking care of the medevacs fairly well, too, and Special will retreat. A little bit of an overextension there, but I think he's more than happy with that because he himself is on free base.
And got her Hydras coming out now, which is what she really needed. And, just the medevacs and picking up and all that. Oh, God. Oh. Where are these Hydras shooting? Because those medevacs look fine to me. Extra armor on those guys.
That's kind of what I was wondering, too. These Queens were, like, shooting and stuff. I'm like, what? It looks like they're supposed to be shooting air, but they're not. The medevacs only got, like, 1 died initially. Now retaking that low ground expansion just to greet Special coming in right now. He's not even micro, he's just gonna sit in that ball. The Banelings aren't here to contest that yet either, but just now, 6 splits coming in from Special as he gets the grid concave. Those Hydralisks must pull back. That base will get cancelled again. At least just get on top of cancelling them all. Just not able to take that. Is a lot of Hydra pulled out. And that's not enough bio to take care of that. You have to pull back, my friend. And Special does that. Supplies are now even. Can you get a mine shot?
Huge mine hit. Oh, he already got one.
Another one here,
see a bunch of weakened ones. This drone's gonna try to take another base. Just take a different base. This one's not for you.
No, not meant to be, guy.
Okay, yeah, take the mine shot. Oh wow, he doesn't even want to give her that. Probe's not worth the mine. Lots of Banes coming in here, Bobby. And Greater Spire behind this too. Hive is done. Keep that in mind as well. There's a power move here.
On that mini-map. Blue. Nothing but blue.
Just one good Bane hit.
Scary Karen army.
And it's no longer blue on the
Great
map.
Equalizer here. Oh, so close though! Oh, the mines! Okay, no. Doesn't do anything. Still Special has a slight lead here, and considering he's not non-stop producing army,
Bobby?
His upgrades are actually pretty scary too. Yes, Element.
I thought we were about to see a Hydra surround here. I think she still wanted it to happen, actually. These ones came the wrong way, I think. I don't think she wanted that to come that way. Where's our Greater Spy? There it is. And 6 Corruptors on the way here. There's no tanks, though, or anything, so... Effectiveness of this will... Yeah. You're just doing this with just pure bio. This isn't supposed to work anymore, I was told.
That's what some say.
Can you,
He's still ahead, but Scarlet is buying time, as you said, for that Greater Spire, for her next level upgrades. So it's up to Special now to just continue to punish Scarlet. I guess got to the north. Like, there's bases that are coming up here, and hasn't punished that end. Like, I'd like to see a Liberator maybe attack one of these bases too in the meantime, while he has most of Scarlet's forces preoccupied. But but maybe he's this is his way of doing that with his drop.
It's a drop in the main right now at the same time. But he's got a mic on both sides here.
And it's so low. Look at the base is going to go down, isn't it? I need to kill the workers first. Yeah.
Right down here, guys.
Why the heck?
Good luck, but
there's so much so much aggression going on both sides. The Broodlords have joined the party, so it will force a little bit of a pullback here by Special, but too much. The base goes down. She's back down to 3, always denying that a low ground expansion eternally, it seemed, and Special takes the game. All right, that was a great game 1. That was very, very good. A great example of these players' skills. All right,
Bob. If we see, what's map 2? Here on this one. For some reason, every time I come back, arcade fills my screen, even if I leave it. Blackpink?
Oh, really? Let's see.
I remember Blackpink.
Is not it. And Neon Violet was first, then Blackpink is second.
Okay, same map.
Oh wow. You're a terrible human being, Element. Terrible human being. Alright, so this is potentially the last game of the day. We're on match point. Special is up 1-0 versus Scarlet in this best of 3. Now, both these players, guys, are actually playing tomorrow. They're already placed for the semifinals tomorrow. It's just determining who will end up facing Neep and who will end up facing Jon Snow. That's the determining factor here. Plus, we get entertainment out of the whole deal, so win-win situation, I guess, here for us. Quick chat here, catch up. Special is so good, says Ephemeral. Yeah, man. He is. I've been saying it for years. Well, I remember the day when Element was like mocking me for that. But then, other people were catching on. You'd hear, some of the talking heads. You had like Nathanias talk about it, and Rotterdam and the like, and to talk about like how much skill he had, and then talking about Artosis did as well. And then he had to still prove himself though. Like he would win a lot in the gauntlet events that we did over the last years, but in the offline events, where you really get your street cred, he didn't get the performances you would expect from how people knew how good he was. It's just an odd thing. It's like it's hard to quantify why people know that he's so good, and then it ends up being proven right. Like we just know it's a matter of time, and he did that. Like he did that. He did that in last year. He didn't win a WCS, but by golly, man, he did amazing. And he is now one of the top foreigners, if not the top Terran. And in fact, I would say he's the top foreign Terran in the world. Who can contest that? Who else is near him? Euthermal didn't have a very good last half of the year, and he would be a contender up there. No, you know how much I love the Euthermal, but then Masa kind of struggled a little bit in the last half of the year too. Although did very well, but also didn't make it as far as he would like in the WCS system. Like just as far as top performers, yeah, it was special, and he really put it together. So it's no surprise to us, but I'm overjoyed that other people are recognizing that, and that more so that he is fulfilling his destiny, so to speak. Sounds corny, but I just want success for the guy, and for all these players, and it just, as long as they continue on with it, man, it comes to them eventually, or they work their way towards it. I should put it. Let's do it.
Disqualified. Disqualified.
Command center upgrade.
All right, we are back. Take it away, Bobby.
All right then. All right, then to the southwest side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is special. And in the northeast side of the map, we have the pink Zerg player. It is Scarlet. Two of the StarCraft 2 scene's most exciting players battling each other out.
They're the fastest intros I've ever had. By the way, Bobby, pay respects for that Overlord who just went down.
Oh, F for respects. Got it.
F is for put you in the grave. P is for respects. You know this.
Oh.
Come on now.
Oh, contrary to your own words. Oh, jeez. Anyway.
Who can say?
Now, who can say? Scarlet, what is she up to here? What is she going to do? Is she going to try some sort of cheese against Special? I think that might be... I don't know.
The wise play?
And like all the times we've cast a Special, is he susceptible to cheese?
Oh, no.
I think so, right? But not like Moss.
That's not important.
But I think he...
Okay, Bob. Just get ready to see some sads.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Seen
Oh,
this
no.
before.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Billy's just making a beeline all the way for this Overlord to stop that. Oh no! The Billies will go down. At least one of them will. But so will all
the Billies die.
rings.
The Overlord lives. So that wasn't as sad as it first appeared. Everybody calm yourselves.
Left Billy in a dream. Come on, Billy Dream Element. This third base going down right in the face of danger too.
What do we have for?
Yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about earlier on. Anyway, because
I was talking about the Billies over that Overlord.
Yeah. Oh, the queen. Oh, nice! Using Kidney Charge to take the queen off of creep. Maybe even be able to do it again here. Nope. The Rooter's dead. So we're just going to try to get this third base killed.
You're gonna have to cancel.
Well, that's pretty good against
I don't know how you can't pull drones for this. You have to cancel this. You can't save this. It's unfortunate, but you're gonna have to cancel.
Well, she has roaches on the way, but they're not gonna be here in time.
Unless he allows it to live. You know what happened to Bane in the end when he allowed Batman to live. Not the right call. Okay. There we go.
Cautionary tale, don't be Bane.
Yeah, exactly. Batman taught us anything.
Pretty sure there's other
This
reasons
Marine
not
got the
to be
second
Bane,
kill.
but hey.
Bobby?
No?
This Marine has 3 kills. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
Never mind.
Oh dang.
He's dead. Well, she's all in now. Time to put down a Nidus. Here's that layer. Layer's on the way. Predict where the Nidus will be, Bobby. I'm saying right here.
Where's Scarlet gonna put the Nidus? You saying?
In the top there. This section.
I mean, she is locked down. We do have a third base that's about to finish here for special too, so it is a pretty tough spot.
Nidus
for her.
conditions.
So Nidus play would not be out of this Nidus conditions.
Picking up her
We
queens.
should have like an alert. Nidus conditions.
Forget the
detected.
Nidus.
Oh, we should,
Forget it.
we should
She's
do
picking up
that.
her queen.
She's
She's just going for it. Yep.
All right. No Nidus needed.
Maybe this is the plan all
Let's go
along.
straight for.
Put a hatch out there.
I don't know.
Pretend you're taking it.
Maybe that was just a lie.
Really
Wow,
heavy
we couldn't
queens
put it
ready
right
to pick
in front
up.
of your opponent like that. You
I think it all was.
There.
Just a lie.
Yeah. It was all just a lie. It's all just a
little bit of a lie. That's what it all was.
Come on, anybody who knows that reference, please let me know. Be your friend forever. I'll follow you on Twitter.
That's. Uh-oh, they went into Hellbat mode. That's a mistake. Oh god, especially with that little choke there. Transfuser Overlord.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty tough hold for special, but I don't know. I'm not minding his composition here. He just needs to find some surface area. Close in the distance could be a little bit difficult. There he goes. Lifts the wall. No need for that.
That's a slow, though.
There's no reliability or anything else.
Oh,
He's going to top the Queens. The Queens are not transfusing. Two of them immediately go down, as well as the Ravager. Boys are being forced to being pulled here. In fact, they're not really forced, but he's pulling them for good measure, it seems.
There's a
This really
third
sealed
down.
the deal. If he defends this, he takes out
She can kill enough
Scarlet.
workers.
And
well, again, she has a third down. So she can land a bile on every single worker. Well then, change things.
changes everything.
Yeah, she's just going out of that hatch there.
And he's popping out.
That CC down there.
3 at a time.
Put the pressure on that. Force him to come down.
I mean,
she doesn't have high ground
I wouldn't
vision.
mind
Does
if
she?
just
Oh, the
dive right
overload's
in.
right there. Oh my god, diving in is a crazy call. She's got a third down. She's making workers.
I mean, a lot of those Ravagers are really low in health. I mean, this is he could almost crush that. He is just like I said. He was triple pumping out these cyclones. Yeah.
You want him to go down the ramp.
He could just dive in. Yeah, well, what's going to stop him? There's nothing here. I mean, there's just some squishy Ravagers, and he knows it. And he has a 30th to defend, which he does chase away those lings for now. So, either way, Special still maintains his lead, and I think I maintain that his army is a lot scarier than that Scarlet has in the field. And Scarlet will have to figure out how to defend against this attack that's incoming. She's continuing to drone up element.
And, oh wow! Oh my goodness! How did you know? That was incredible. The exact moment to go pull down when those couple of Hellions are coming.
Yeah, she went away.
Now the Lings are going to get in there. Does he pull back here, or does he take the base and pull back? The base is a freebie, I think, at this point. She's going to kill a couple workers on the other side here. Well, no, but she'll just
may go for both.
She won't die. Is
you say she won't die, but I mean, maybe more close to balls like that. Though that was some pretty.
Kill
That's
herself.
got a couple cyclones.
There's
only a couple Ravagers left here. That base is getting about halfway down as well. So he's actually trying to take both. He may get neither if he's not careful. Okay, he does finally get the third base rather yet again. And now Scarlet will stand and bang, but great cost to her army. Oh, close the balls. No micro from Special. This could have turned out a lot better. It's still
just
a
left
bad
these to
for him.
die. Yeah.
He's okay
I mean,
with that. I mean, look at his
it's,
production though. He's
Yeah.
pumping out so much.
Let's not look at that. In fact, I'm taking production, I guess. How dare
Let's
you?
pretend it's not even there. Slap it to the face.
At least just a bit of a lie up there.
My
That's what I was trying to make.
insulted.
Make a depot somewhere out there. Now this is like, she can try and catch him off guard if a surprise mute us. She's got 700 gas, I guess. There's an opportunity
Oh,
there.
things are getting fried here. Trying to surround, but not enough. GG is called. Special takes the series, and will face Jon Snow tomorrow, and Scarlet will face Neeb tomorrow in the I Got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational, a $3,000 event. Thanks to you guys. Oh, right. Wow, that's awesome. Right, I'm reading that correctly. Everything's correct. I believe that's how the order of things go. So, of course, we had Puck eliminated and Kelzer eliminated in either group, but allowing the other 4 players to make it into tomorrow's semifinals. And then, of course, we'll be doing semifinals and finals tomorrow. And that'll be at 4 p.m. CST, unless I'm wrong. Is that correct? Pretty sure it's 4 p.m. Central Time, so that's 4 p.m. CST. So same time as today, we'll be doing that event, starting with the semifinals. And I believe the semis are both best of 5s, and then the finals is the best of 7. So a lot of StarCraft tomorrow, guys, right here on the Filthy Rake channel. So hit up that follow button right here on Twitch TV. Get notified when we go live here for Filthy Rake. Again, big shout out to Filthy Rake himself for kicking off this whole event. So support these players and kicking off the support from all the community here to get us to $3,000 prize pool. Filthy Rake came in, dropped a cool $1,000 on the table and said, "Yo, bro, what's up?" And everybody's else like, "Oh yeah, I could get into that action too." And we had other people, another $1,000 dropped by someone as well. We had Messin donated $1,000. We had a $500 donation from Carl Fishy, and multiple $20 donations, multiple 10s, 5s, $100 donations from Baldrob Lib75, and of course $127 donation from Goth Girl Games to get us to that $3,000 mark. We know these players are ecstatic for this awesome prize pool. It's all made possible by you guys. So that's incredible. Again, follow Filthy Rake on Twitter at Damon Knight. That's at DAMEN Knight. Knight with a K, as in knight that wears the clunky armor. That's exactly right. So Damon Knight, follow him on Twitter. Show him some love, guys. He's an awesome dude putting on great stuff in the StarCraft 2 community. StarCraft 2 best game. Anybody that supports this game is good in my book. So awesome stuff. I'm Bobby Awesome. With me is Element. You can follow us on Twitter as well at GauntletS. You get notified when we're doing anything, when we're going live with multitudes of events and stuff. Well, we'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. CST. That's 4 p.m. Central Time with the semifinals of the I Got DQ'd from PyeongChang Invitational. And I believe that is all for us today. All right, guys, until tomorrow. See you then.